This week, we're cutting our lives into pieces as this is our last resort when we discuss the 2023 horror movie. I'm going to call it folk horror. You're going to disagree with me. Infinity Pool. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Bloody Bits Horror Show. I am your host, Eddie, the Axe Jefferson, and joining me as always, that root-burning titty baby, it's Tim. How you doing today, Mr. Yobo?
I saw this movie, so I don't know how I'm doing.
You know what? That's an appropriate response, Tim, but don't worry because we are not alone on this journey. No, joining us once again from the hood of a car with a bucket of chicken, it's Candice.
Hell yeah. These people are living the life.
Fuck yeah, they are. Hey, you should be happy. I gave you the Mia Goth role in this one.
Yeah.
Oh, bless
Fantastic performance, by the way.
Oh,
But
my
we'll
God.
get to that in just a moment, folks, because here we are at the end, the ultimate episode of folk horror. And before we get to it, I want to ask, Tim, would you count this as folk horror?
I was going to say, I thought that like we had an extra Tuesday in the month, and that's why we were doing this movie. Because the next one we're doing is a completely different theme. And how the fuck is this folk horror?
Okay. Candice, what about you?
I can see the stretch that's being made
Okay.
with the doubles and how it's nowhere else in the world. It's just a local tradition.
Yes.
So I can see what you're talking about. It's almost like a sci-fi folk horror.
Right. So take
Yeah.
sci-fi folk horror and then make the antagonist who would regularly be a protagonist in folk horror. Right? Because in this instance, I would say it's actually the millionaires who are the evil people and the poor.
Really? No.
Well, I mean, they're pretty heavy-handed, but we'll get to that. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen Infinity Pool.
If you haven't seen this movie, stop the podcast and watch this fucking movie. Because
okay,
I'm going to say
Tim
this
recommends.
right now. This is my top 3 Cronenberg movies.
Whoa.
And yeah, that's right. I just say
wait.
Cronenberg.
Did you say,
right.
Do you mean the father and the son? Or
That's right.
Oh, shit.
That is high fucking
love
praise.
this
That is high
goddamn movie.
praise.
Yeah.
Okay. Candice, what about you? What's your suggestion if people should watch this or not?
Oh, definitely watch it.
Before
Really?
they listen to us spoil it.
Can I just say that warms my heart?
Oh, well, I planned on watching it. I love Brandon Cronenberg.
Yes, that does, Tim. I am capable of human emotion from time to time. No, honestly, I thought, Candice, this was going to be a little too artsy-fartsy for you.
That's just it, but he does it well.
But he does it
It's
well.
just the majority of the people who think they're doing it well are not. But Brandon Cronenberg nails it.
Man, when you open up with a fucking shot like this movie opens up with the fucking camera turning upside down.
Oh my God, I have a note about that, yep.
I'm like, all right, this is either going to be a great movie or this is going to be a piece of fucking shit. There's no two ways that movie with an opening like that goes.
I have to say, and specifically like with that shot and several others in this one, I was getting some Kubrick vibes. Not Cronenberg by name vibes, but some Kubrick vibes on some of the geometry and some of the angles. And
some of the angles, I have a note being like, this was done on purpose. I was like, this is something to note.
Yeah, beautifully.
So it sounds like we all three of us agree. We like this movie, right?
Oh, dude, I saw this.
Cronenberg, Candice is not too artsy-fartsy, and you're throwing Kubrick around.
Yeah, I saw this motherfucker in the movie theater.
I know you did, yeah. I wish I would have seen this in a fucking movie theater.
So glad I did. Okay, but before we get to that, I will warn you if you're going to watch it. If
fucking ass on the screen. Jesus Christ. How the hell was she hiding that all this time?
I don't know, Tim. I don't know. But I'm going to warn you. If you are sensitive to strobing light effects.
Oh, yeah, don't watch this movie then.
Don't watch it alone in the dark because it will fuck you up. No, they had
even
that,
if you're not, this movie might do that to you.
Yeah, when I bought the ticket, there was a little epilepsy warning, like, hey, just in case, man, But and I can see it for this one. But you know what? Before we get to the movie proper, because we've gone 5 minutes and I haven't even asked. I feel so rude, Candice. What have you been consuming all week?
Okay, well, first is a short one. I consumed the new Benson and Moorhead movie, Something in the Dirt.
Oh, how was that?
It was good.
Uh,
It wasn't as good as their other stuff. It was really fucking weird. Like, their stuff's usually kind of weird, but this was like way, way into weird. They filmed this during COVID, and they were
okay.
like, well, I'm not going to stop making movies because of being house arrested, basically, so
Okay.
they did it themselves. They got their own money and everything
Oh,
together
so like
and
Smashing
made this
Pumpkins.
movie. And it's a good movie. I wouldn't say it's great. It's definitely entertaining. Just know going into it that it's really fucking weird. Really weird.
Huh.
Like almost too weird for me.
Okay. Well, that's something. I mean, if you dig Infinity Pool and this might be too weird for you, then
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
whoa, yeah, it makes an infinity pool look sane.
Wow.
It's really weird.
Okay.
But okay, so spoiler alert, if you don't want to hear about Final Fantasy 16, stop
That
listening.
means everybody. Okay, spoiler. Everybody click like 30 seconds, like 5-6 times at least. If she's
Exactly.
still talking, click it 4 more times.
Yeah. Just fast forward till you don't hear Candice.
So, I was going to get it. I love Final Fantasy. It's one of my favorite franchises.
Mhm.
And I didn't know anything going into it. Went in completely blind, purposely avoided any sort of press because
Smart.
I don't need to be sold on it. It's Final Fantasy. I'm going to buy it no matter what.
Right.
So, I get it. I start playing it. Fucking chocobos are dying, getting ripped apart right in front of you. A fucking kid gets torn apart right in front of you. And these are like characters that you've grown to love over the past 3 hours.
I do love myself some chocobos, I'll tell you that.
I love children being killed on screen.
On
Do
screen,
the chocobos kill the kids
horrifically.
and then they kill the chocobos for killing the kids?
Oh no, it's when
Wow.
I said it was like Game of Thrones, it's very much like Game of Thrones.
Huh.
Don't get attached to any
Uh-oh.
certain
Wait, hold on a
characters
second.
because
Yeah, wait a second.
Okay.
they're gonna
How
fucking
far
die.
into Game of Thrones are we getting here?
All
Not
right.
that.
But
I mean, first season.
Okay,
first
well,
season, yeah. First season had the brother and sister fucking right off the bat.
I didn't know that this. Oh, there's fucking in it. There's
What?
sex and nudity
Wow.
and Final Fantasy.
It's Final
Is it-
Fantasy 69.
more or less than Cloud and the Honeybee Inn.
Way more.
Whoa.
Way more.
Okay.
They Final Fantasy's always been PG-13. They've had their cute adult jokes, but they're always coy about it. This is like people
Yeah.
are saying cocksucker.
Whoa.
They're saying they're going to
Wow.
go fuck someone up.
Damn.
I could not believe it. And at first it kind of put me off of it because I was like, that's too different. That's so
Well, you don't like your
different
video
than
games fucking?
than any other Final Fantasy I've ever played. But then as I kept going, I was like, oh, I can see the Final Fantasy in it. I can see it's still Final Fantasy. It's just that it's like, it ain't your daddy's Final Fantasy.
This one's your
Yeah.
hot stepmom's.
Not to
Final
mention
Fantasy.
the combat. Oh my god, I love playing this game high because the combat is so smooth and responsive because it's action combat. It's not turn-based. It's basically like Devil May Cry.
I knew, yeah, that's why in the Discord I'm like, you're gonna be pissed because the combat's like clunky or Devil May Cry, but no, I read it.
It
sounds
feels
fucking
good.
great.
It is
Maybe
great.
more fucking in video games, I think, right?
There's a lot of fucking in
Yes.
video games. You just gotta play the right ones.
The last game I remember playing that had like some good sex in it was, besides that hot coffee code, was God of War, where you do the threesome with the two chicks.
There's Red Dead Redemption. There's a dude railing a chick from behind. You just walk in a room and he's like, I.
That's not the same guy who digs up the graves and eats the people,
No,
right?
no, it's a different guy.
You could play some Witcher, Tim. There's
Oh,
some good
yeah, there's
specs in
lots
the Witcher
of-
series.
Very realistic boobs too. Because they're not
Okay, I like
perfect.
that.
Yeah, but yeah, Final Fantasy 16. And that all being said, it's a great fucking game. Like, it might be the best Final Fantasy game. We'll see if they can hold up this momentum until the end. Also, you get to fight as the Guardian summons,
Oh, that's cool.
They're called icons in this game. And you take control of their bodies and, like, you actually fight another icon while you're an
That's
icon.
cool.
It's like you're fucking kaiju, basically, is what's
Right,
happening. Because
right.
you see everybody screaming and running, and you're tearing apart a city fighting another god. I mean, this game is amazing.
It sounds pretty good, I got to admit.
Yeah, definitely give it a try. Well, do you have a PS5?
Yes, I do.
Okay, then
Of course he
fucking
does.
get that shit. I even put the
Didn't
PS5
you
in my
just walk
bedroom.
to like a Best Buy or something like that and just pick it up as they like were putting it right on the shelf? Was that your
Yep.
Xbox? Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
was
those,
like, when, my husband wants to use the PS5, that's when I'll play Legend of Zelda. Instead, I'm like, you're not touching this fucking PS5
oh
because
my
all I'm
God.
doing is
Uh-huh.
playing Final Fantasy 16.
Well, yeah, you did mention that
That's
you
why you
moved
took it into the bedroom.
Right,
Oh
yeah.
shit, Candice, that's right.
So nobody can
Jesus.
use it but me.
Candice got a lock on her bedroom,
Mhm.
inside and out.
Mommy's gonna be in the bedroom. Don't knock. They're fucking
All you hear,
chocobos.
all you hear is like chocobos screaming.
Her kids and her husband are like, "Oh, thank God."
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah.
All right, kids, we can
The
escape.
best money we
finally.
ever spent was shipping in and buying that fucking Final Fantasy game.
Okay,
But
so there you
that's
go.
it for me. Yep.
Final Fantasy 16. You know
Mhm.
what? I think some of our listeners might buy it.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
So what about you, Tim? What have you been consuming, my friend?
I got a new audiobook by Craig Clevenger, one of my favorite authors.
Okay.
Mother Hal. I'm halfway through it yet, so I don't want to give away anything like that. I'll wait until I finish with the whole thing before I say anything about it. But he's written two of my favorite books of all time. One of them, I think I told you before, both of the Contortionist Handbook, right, Candice?
Yeah.
Yep. I cannot recommend that book enough. There's only like 2 books in my entire life that I have bought multiple copies of and given them away with, no, don't give me this book back, pass it on to somebody else.
Damn.
And this was one, and the other one was Perfume by Patrick Susskind. And if you haven't read that, read that motherfucking book.
Well, I already ordered that Mother Hal because you put about it.
There you go. See,
I was
right,
like, that sounds good. Never read this author before, but I'm definitely going to be giving him a shot.
It's just so, he's just so great with all the little details that he puts in the books, the ideas that he comes up with, everything like that. So I don't want to go into too much until I finish with it, and I guess I'll wait for you to finish it too, Candice. But just cannot recommend him enough. The second book they wrote, I think, was called, oh my God, I'm going to fuck up the name now because I've already had a couple of shots. Demorphia. About a guy who's basically like the whole book, he's going in and out of a fucking drug haze from like this specialty drug, and you don't know, like, it's hard. It's one of those books. It's hard to explain. You have to read it.
Okay.
And the other thing that I've been consuming over the last maybe 10 hours or so has been this promo on YouTube for the Bloody Bitch Show.
10 hours, Tim?
Dude, I've watched it like 7 or 8 fucking times.
I've watched
My
it quite
wife
a few times
loves
too.
it. Yes, it is incredible. Hats off to your wife. She
Yeah.
should put the pen down and just become an editor.
She is a fantastic video editor. Yeah, my wife did a little teaser.
It is spectacular. I cannot believe it.
It's fantastic. Yeah. Better than anything I could do. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, the timing of the audio with the clips it's
she's so
kiss.
good. Yeah. And the selection of some of the clips too. Like
the choices.
That grandma with the fucking Pepsi bottle. Oh, yeah.
I showed it to my husband and he actually laughed, which was a first.
So he's not a robot. Okay.
Yeah, and then I was like, he was like, "What movie was this for?" I was like, "I don't fucking know."
Yeah. Boy.
Out of context, whatever. It worked. But how long did it take her to do that?
She did it all within one day. So
what?
I mean, I know. She wants to make more, but here's the problem: finding 1 minute or less clips of the show that are funny.
It's true. We have a lot of build up to our jokes.
We do. A lot of our jokes are really intelligent is the problem. We don't have a lot of just...
We're too smart for YouTube. That's right.
Too smart for YouTube. Exactly. Yeah, that's it. It's not that brevity is the soul of wit. That has nothing to do with it.
Wow, that's the second time I heard that today. Okay. I
guess,
I'm talking too long. Go ahead.
Well, we do a lot of callback jokes from earlier in the episode, so it's like if you don't get the whole context of the whole episode, you're not going to get it.
And from episodes that are sometimes 2 years old. And sometimes
but there's so many times you go off on
podcasts.
weird fucking tangents that have nothing at all to do with the movie, and it's talking about fucking sicking 2 liters of Coca-Cola up your ass.
But that was for Butt Boy, so everything did go up your ass.
You could have told me that was for Werewolf of Washington. I would have believed you.
Yeah. Okay, here's what we need to do. We need to put this out, and then we have a contest where who's the first person who can recognize what that 1 minute bit is from.
Well, we just said it.
Well, not
Edit that
the
out.
next one. The
Oh,
next
okay,
one.
the
Yeah,
next
that's right.
one.
Cut this out. Peter
I'll do,
Nerdney. Peter
no,
Nerdney.
Tim, no. Here's a better.
That's Tim's safe word.
Here's a better contest. I'll do you a better.
Actually, that's for some reason that's my wife's safe word.
Oh no.
I'll do you a better contest then. How's this sound? Whoever sends me the best 1 minute clip from any episode of our podcast,
we'll send
if
them a
you're
4K copy of some movie.
no, if you're
Okay.
if you're not a Patreon, I'll give you access to the blood bank free for 1 year.
Oh
If
damn,
you
that's
if
a good
you
fucking value.
you're
Holy
goddamn
shit,
right it is.
yeah.
If you are a Patreon, or if you choose this in lieu of it, I'll send you a $50 gift card for whatever you want.
Now wait a second, hold on. You're not going to create a new level of Patreon for the winner, right? Where like they only get access
I can
to
just
this
grant
and that.
access to it.
They're getting full access to the blood
Yep.
bank?
To the bank, yep.
Holy
Full
fuck.
access to the bank for free for 1
Yeah.
year, or $50 gift card for whatever, except for OnlyFans. I won't give you one for that.
Pornhub?
Pornhub, yep.
Do they have gift cards for Pornhub?
They have
Please tell
to.
me they do.
Tim,
Please tell me there's a gift card for Pornhub.
If they
for
do,
real.
Tim, I know what everybody's getting for Christmas. How crazy would that be? Give your coworkers, like some dude you just work with, hey,
$10 gift card.
have a happy New
You
Year.
like this, yeah.
Oh man! So what
I
have
asked
been-
around the office, like, what's the best gift to get you? That's what everybody came up with.
So yeah, just send an email to me or DM me or whatever.
You can
or
gift
Twitter, yeah.
Hey! You can gift 3 months of Pornhub Premium for $29.99.
Oh, dude, there you go.
Gift it? No, come on. Does that mean I have to think about you every time I'm jerking off?
Well, what else were
talking
you
about
supposed to
gift-
do if you give it to someone else? You're not
Why would you
lending
buy
it.
a gift card for Pornhub and not give it to somebody, Tim?
Well, no, I mean, yes, if I give it to somebody, that means, hey, whenever you're masturbating, I want you to think about me, right?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
God,
that's
I
right,
should-
see?
I should not
Okay.
have given those away then.
yeah, Candice, you're gonna have.
That's like if I'm at work and some chick I work with comes up and she's like, "Oh, here's a blow-up doll. I bought it just for you." Wait.
That depends. Does it look like her?
Does it have like a wig that has her
Yeah.
hair?
I can make it look like her, right?
Is it-
She
I mean, she
Sharpied
bought
her
it,
tattoos.
so if I spend any money on wigs or tattoos, it's it's not extra
Oh.
money on top.
It's like love object.
No, it's so you're gonna get one of those body doubles then made of yourself and just bring it over there. Here's your dog.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
So I have been consuming. I'm playing more Diablo 3. I finally got or Diablo 4. Finally got a pink controller for my Xbox. I've been putting it off getting one, but I needed to get a new controller. And you know they've got the little thumbstick covers you can get for them. Because my fucking thumb kept slipping off the left one for whatever reason. So I got some little thumb stick covers. So my my new controller's got its little nipple pasties on. It's all happy.
It's
We're
condom.
good to go. Yeah, it's got its little condoms on. Other than that, I watched the first 2 episodes of the new season of Black Mirror.
Okay.
Oh, I've been holding off on it, and you know what? I have to say before you say anything, Eddie, I'm a little bit worried because I haven't been seeing it too much being talked about.
Yeah. So
Yeah, fuck.
the first episode, I went into it with high expectations because I'm like, man,
It's
I really
Black Mirror.
yeah, I like Black Mirror. Black Mirror is good.
The
and I
worst
watched-
episode of Black Mirror is still incredible.
Yeah. And then I watched this episode and I was like, I'm not really looking forward to the rest of it. And then I remembered like how bad the Striking Vipers episode was.
I love that episode. I
What the
think that
fuck?
is.
Tim?
I think
There's
that's
no point.
no. There's such a great point about that whole thing because the whole.
Yeah, we'll have to
Spoiler
cover
alert.
it, but yeah.
Okay, yeah. I think we cover it.
No.
We talked
The
about
only-
it.
The only ones we've covered on this were the Pig Fucker and San Junipero, and I don't think either of you were there for them.
No, those are
that was-
old
that was,
stuff.
Yeah, that was
Very old
That was
episode.
BC.
Yes,
Before
Mhm,
Candice.
It was
Yeah.
before Candice. Yeah. So the second one was a little bit better, but I don't want to spoil anything because we'll probably.
Okay, so
talk
what's your
about it.
favorite Black Mirror episode then?
Probably the Pig Fucker.
Ugh.
The least Black Mirror episode of them all.
That's a fantastic episode.
It's a
And-
great episode, but it's the least. When I was turning people onto it, I told them don't watch the first one. Watch the
Really?
second one, third one, and then watch the first one, because the
It
first
might
one doesn't represent what the series is.
but it sort of does because it's misleading you with the information that's being provided. Like the whole idea is, hey, there's an episode they made about a guy fucking a pig. You have to watch it. Ha ha. Everybody watches it, and then the moral at the end is you're an asshole for being a dude who wants to watch a guy fuck a pig.
All right, Candice, you've watched it, right?
Yeah.
What's your favorite episode?
An oldie. Probably 1,000,000 credits or 1,000,000 units or whatever
Oh
it
my
was.
god, yes, the first time for real, I think
Yeah.
Black Mirror is the closest that we are going to get to a Twilight Zone, where you're watching shit and you're watching it and you're like, all right, I don't know where this is going. Where you
Yeah.
watch Twilight Zone, if you watch any Twilight Zone,
The
any incantation of Twilight Zones after that, you know, all
I'll
right, I know what's going to happen at the end. As soon as I see it, oh, we can't see their faces, they're going to be ugly.
I'll tell you that the first episode of the new season, right? The whole purpose of it is it's not spoiling much. It's just the premise. This woman goes out and she like lives a shitty day, right? So she like gets up, goes to work, fires this bitch, accidentally drops her cigarette on her while she's walking away, like from downstairs. So it looks like she threw the cigarette on her, like being a real cunt. Then she goes, talks to her therapist and tells her therapist how much her boyfriend sucks. Her ex texts her and she almost goes and fucks him, but she's like, I don't want to fuck you. Never mind. Goes home, turns on the in-universe version of Netflix, which is called Streamberry.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a show on it called Joan, which is her name, is awful, where Selma Hayek is playing her throughout that day and everything that she just did.
Except sexier.
Except a heightened her being a shittier person version
And she's
of it.
Selma Hayek, so yeah, what's wrong with that?
Right.
Yeah, okay.
And that's the premise. And then it's like, well, now my boyfriend's gonna find out I almost fucked around on him, and yeah, so it's not great. But if you enjoyed Black Mirror, like the some of the shittier episodes of, like, remember the museum one was okay, but I don't
No,
know.
oh man, there's so many episodes. The what's the White Bear?
Yeah, that's a
Oh,
good
that
one.
one's really good.
That
Yeah.
is so good. The other one, what's it? Shoot the DJ.
Shoot the DJ is pretty good. What was your
Oh my
favorite,
god,
Tim?
that gets me choked up every single fucking
Oh,
time.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
there's
yeah.
been a billion different fucking scenarios, and bang, there it is. And then the other one, Jesus Christ, like I said, the one Jodie Fawcett directed, where she's protecting her daughter by not letting her see or hear anything bad.
Oh, yeah. That was
And
creepy.
the other one where the guy where you can replay everything during the day, and he has a bad job interview. He
Oh,
keeps
I hate that
replaying
one.
it.
I hate that one.
Oh,
Because that's basically what I do in my head all the fucking time.
So it just gives you some
Just
panic attacks.
analyzing everything that people have said and what they look like when they were saying it.
That's funny.
No, I think that it's such a great thing, because he's got this paranoid thing that his wife is cheating on him, and if that's what he wants to believe, that's what he's going to see,
Yeah.
and it's not what's really happening. It's such a great show. I'm gonna watch it. I don't care. Even
No,
if
go
these are
for it.
bad Black Mirror episodes, they're still gonna be great.
Like I said, the first one's not great. The second one is pretty good. Like, it's a straight up fucking horror movie premise
Ooh.
and execution. Candice, I think you'd really like the second one.
That does sound good.
You know what's amazing is that they're all in the blood bank, and if somebody wins that contest with sending us the best
Yep.
1 minute clip, they're going to
Whoever
get
sends me the
access,
best
and they'll be able
1
to watch
minute clip.
that and millions of other things.
Just DM me on Twitter. My DMs are open, or just send me an email, just eddietheaxe@bloodybits.com with whatever your 1 minute clip is. Just tell me the episode and the timestamp. Whoever's got the best one, and I'll leave the contest open for, let's say, the whole month of July.
Yes,
That's our
right. Until we
anniversary
finish
month.
with
It's
next
perfect.
month's until we finish with next month's theme.
Yep.
If the contest is open, because I'm sure there's not everybody who runs home and listens to it. Wait, do you run home to listen to a podcast?
No, you listen to it when you're not home, I hope.
That's right.
Weird if people sat down like the old-timey radio and listened to a podcast.
I do
listen to
that.
it when I'm home. If I'm playing a video game where I don't need to hear the sound, I'm listening to a podcast.
No, but like, I'm talking about like whenever you see shit like A Christmas
Oh, and they're just
Story.
staring into the distance.
Yeah, but they're staring. Yeah,
that's why they invented fireplaces, right? So
that's a good point. Yeah, makes sense. So yeah, give me your best clips. Show me your
bonus
clip.
points if it features me.
features you, that's
Yeah,
gonna be
like if
tough.
I'm the feature, if I'm
Well,
like
the
the
idea
main
was we
set,
want it to be like something that's interesting or appealing to draw in new listeners.
put a picture of me on it.
No.
That'll
No,
appeal to
no, no, no,
everyone.
no, no.
It's
Depends
just
what you're
me.
doing.
Just put like candid photos of me,
Yeah,
as the
yeah.
And
background.
modulate my
Yeah.
voice.
I'll fly out there and just take pictures of you unknowingly.
Just branches in front of the
Yeah.
camera.
It's just through your window. You're like, what the fuck?
While she's sleeping, yeah.
Yeah. Oh God.
You're like somehow in my office window in
I'm
St.
just
Louis.
I'm just dressed
Taking the
up
picture
like
Well,
from
wait,
there.
hold on, Eddie. We know that at least one of our coworkers probably listens to this podcast once in a while, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Alright.
coworker. Take some
And yeah,
pictures
you
of
know,
me.
her husband's listening to this podcast on the sly. Probably her son. I don't know if her daughter's old enough to figure out how to work
Cinnamon.
a podcast thing. Yeah,
Yeah. I want somebody to
and her
dress up.
brother.
Somebody's got to dress up like Robert Blake in Lost Highway with the weird, creepy, pale makeup and the
Oh my
eyeliner.
god.
And then
Total
just
fucking
follow.
freak out scene. The first time I saw that, and he's like, "Call your house. I'm there
Oh
right
my
now."
fucking God.
Holy
Oh,
fuck.
that was so good. Lost Highway is fantastic, but we're not talking about that. We're
Oh.
talking about another
We're
mind
talking about
fuck.
another great fucking movie. A movie
Well-
that people are going to be talking about this movie 30 years later, guaranteed.
We're
Oh,
about to reach the 30-minute mark, so that's when we usually start
Yep.
talking about the
That's
actual
right.
movie.
All right, so how many times do you have to press the
Candice-
fast forward on 30 seconds?
Candice, don't give
100
away the
times?
recipe. Okay. So yeah, okay. Spoiler alert ends here. So we're talking about Infinity Pool 2023, written and directed by Brandon Cronenberg, who is a bloody buddy,
Yeah.
as we
Yes.
have covered antiviral.
So,
Another
That
great
was-
movie. Another great fucking movie. Incredible fucking ideas.
yeah, like I was gonna say, and that made me remember that was the first episode that I picked the movie, and I wasn't even a host yet.
Yeah.
I was just a guest who picked a movie, and it was antiviral. I'm the one who brought Brandon
Fantastic.
Cronenberg
See,
into your
look.
lives.
Yeah. So there you go. You can thank Candice for this episode and that one.
Thank you, Candice. Yeah, because this has been a movie that's been on my list.
Okay.
Same.
But it's just one of those things. There's so much fucking shit to watch, right?
Yep.
Oh, Secret Wars just started. Oh, fucking this started. All
Yeah.
that, all this, all that. Oh, there's a fucking documentary about the fucking orphan bitch, whether or not she's really a fucking little kid or not. I still don't fucking know.
Oh man.
So that's one of the great things about being on a podcast is because sometimes you end up having to watch a movie that you wanted to watch, but you just didn't
Forces
have the
you.
time.
Or you
Yeah, I
rediscover
was-
a movie that you had forgotten.
Yeah.
Or I was going to ask Tim. This is your first experience with it, of course.
Yep. Mhm.
Okay, Candice.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Whew. Like I said, I saw it in the theater, and then watching it again because I can
How many
tangentially.
people were in the theater? That's what I'm curious about. When did you see it, and how many people were there?
Dude, I saw it whenever it first hit the theater. It was like opening night, and there were some people in there. It wasn't
Because I bet
empty.
this movie bombed at the box office, right?
Not really. Well, we'll get into that though.
Okay.
So, came out in 2023. The third big, major feature from Brandon Cronenberg, of course, antiviral Possessor, and then
Mhm.
Have you guys seen
Yes.
Possessor yet?
I'm going to watch that.
that's tonight
Yes.
for me, Candice.
Mhm.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to hear your guys'
Yeah.
thoughts.
The movie had a budget of $5 million reportedly and cleared $2.3 million opening week. So not bad.
Okay. No, not bad.
Yeah.
So you made pretty much half your money back on opening week. Diminishing.
It made its money back and a little bit more.
Yeah, I think all
Okay.
of these Brandon Cronenberg movies, they're not very marketable. They'll
No.
never hit big.
Here's what I have written down: is thank God for fucking Canada.
Yeah,
Right?
It's true.
Yeah, it's funny. I was talking to my wife because she's all like, "Hey, what if I tried to get into the film industry anywhere other than America as well?" And
That's
she-
you know what? Hold on. That's a great fucking idea, right?
Yeah.
Why? Hold on. Edit that out so
Edit
other
it.
screenwriters don't think about that. That's a great
Yeah.
fucking idea, right?
Well, I told her the only other places I could think of would be like obviously the UK, Canada, or New Zealand, really, right? Where they have like an interesting kind of indie film scene,
yeah.
and they also
And they
speak,
love making movies about America, right? So
And they speak English.
and they speak English. Yeah, so as a screenwriter, that's important. Like if you're a prop guy, it might not be that big of a deal, but
I noticed you didn't
Don't
put
be the stunt guy in
Australia
that
on
set,
the
yeah.
list.
oh god, no. Australia? Are you kidding?
There's only so far you can go. To
Come
be a
on,
screenwriter,
Candice.
right? And Australia is too far.
We're not talking about like
Oh, my wife's a
Crocodile
successful.
Dundee 4
yeah,
My wife's a successful screenwriter in
in
Australia.
Australia.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, yeah.
So does her career spiral down the different way?
Yeah, I mean that's where you go when your career has gone down under.
Damn.
For sure.
I don't think we've ever ragged so hard on
Spiral a
Australia.
different way.
You know what though? They're tough motherfuckers and they can take it. They're not like
Yeah.
a bunch of fucking pussies in Britain.
Yeah, they're not like the pussies in Britain. Fuck them.
The blandly handsome British people.
I'm just trying to figure out how we can now shit on Canada, and I'm trying to remember
Oh, it's
who
easy
the
to
other.
shit on Canada.
At a certain point, I have written down, I have never seen anybody look more British than Mia Goth looks. In
Oh,
one
yeah.
particular shot. In one shot.
In
She
the
looks
en-
so fucking British.
The entire movie. I mean, come on.
No, come on. You
Well,
can't take
no,
your
that's
eyes
fair.
off of this woman. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
quite fetching, that's for sure. And I was trying to figure out what other of our top 5 countries that listen to the podcast I can insult.
We had Turkey. Turkey was big for a while with us for
Turkey
some
was
fucking
big
reason.
for a while. I
think,
don't know.
I think one of our listeners moved to Turkey for like 6 months and listened to our show, and that's what did it.
I feel like if I start insulting Turkey, that people are going to come like take me away.
Oh, you got Aragon, yeah. You saw what his thugs did the last time they were in the fucking country. They beating up
True.
protesters, yeah.
Okay, so the other 2 top ones are going to be Belgium and Sweden then.
Well, no one gives a shit about Belgium. Is the Missouri of Europe.
Yeah,
Half the world forgets it
Yeah,
exists.
except for waffles. What the fuck have they done?
French fries.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Jean-Claude
okay.
Van Damme. Yeah, good point. That's a good point. But
Candice,
I will remind
which
you
one
though,
would you rather have? One's got to be and one's got to go away. Jean-Claude Van Damme or French fries?
Did you even?
I mean, I can snack on Jean-Claude Van Damme for hours. So.
Well, I'll tell you everything you need to know about Belgium. Jean-Claude Van Damme left to become a star.
That's
Damn.
true. That's true, right?
That's a good point.
You know what's got to be incredible is oh man. See, my wife always says that when we move to Korea, I can be a famous fucking TV star at least.
How?
Because I'm American.
Are they doing like
enough Korean and a little bit different.
Are they going to do a
we've
Big Bang
seen-
Theory over there in Korea?
I wish. Fuck that shit. I'd be on that movie for like 10,000 fucking won. Why
I
not?
know what you did last summer, Korea.
They're going to reboot Roseanne over in Korea, Tim.
No, because if you watch foreign TV shows, the people that they have playing as Americans
Always cracks me up.
None of them are Americans, right?
Not
They're
a
all
goddamn
from
one of them.
Europe.
That's
They're
a
all
good
from-
point. Yeah.
They're from
Exactly. I've seen so
Australia.
many people, they got to be from Belgium, the way that they fucking talk. So I'm like, if I can go to Korea and I can speak with a fucking real American accent, I'd be fucking golden.
Oh
I don't
God!
think
Then everybody's gonna think Americans sound like fucking
Jesus.
Raphael. the
You know
Ninja
what? That's
Turtle.
okay. That's okay. Because how long did we have fucking what's his face, Mickey Rooney playing Asian people? So
That's fair.
there's
That's
that
fair.
chance, right?
All of a sudden,
That's right. This is what every American sounds like.
all of a sudden, they're just like trying to get the Jerky Boys and Andrew Dice Clay to come over to Korea.
I'm just imagining every time a Korean actor tries to do an American accent, they sound like Tim because
Yeah.
that's what they grew up on.
Just have a Korean playing JFK. He's like, "Hey, you motherfucker! What the fuck?"
I just remember
Marilyn.
I watched something I forgot to mention. The Machine, incredible fucking movie. Watch it. Really fucking funny.
The Machine.
The Machine. Some comedian who takes his shirt off all the time, stand-up
Oh
comedian,
God!
and
Yeah,
Mark
yeah.
Hamill. I saw the trailers for it 2 times. Like, what the fuck? I watched it. It was fucking hysterical.
Oh, okay. High praise for Mr. Yobo.
Yeah.
So, starring Alexander Skarsgård as James, who you might know as Eric from True Blood.
Oh
Candace.
God!
Are there more
Woo!
Skarsgårds or Helmsworths? Which one?
I mean, Hemsworth. There's more
Hemsworth,
Skarsgårds.
Skarsgårds. Yeah, there's 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, there's 3 Hemsworths too.
Yeah.
Tim, you might remember him as Randall Flagg from the 2021 The
Yep.
Stand remake.
Best
And-
part of the remake.
And, of course, he played Mikas in Zoolander.
Oh yeah, my husband were
Wow,
talking
okay.
about that.
Also starring
Is that your
Mia-
husband's favorite comedy?
It's one of his favorite comedies.
Then you know what? I don't give a shit what he says about our podcast. If that's his favorite comedy.
Yeah, that's a good point. If that's the height of comedy,
Mhm.
Zoolander. Also starring Mia Goth, who plays Gabby, of course, from one of my favorites, A Cure for Wellness. She was in Marrowbone, Pearl, X. She's going to be in every horror movie that has a neon logo from here until the end of
She
days.
really needs to win an Oscar. She is so every fucking time I've seen her, she is so incredible as an actress, and she just has it. You have to look at her whenever she's on fucking screen,
Would you
right?
say that she has the X factor?
Shut up,
Oh
Candice.
God, Candice.
It's literally a quote from the movie. Go fuck yourself.
And
what I wanted to say about first Alexander Skarsgård, obviously hot.
I have written down is he found all right. His father has Vigo. He has Skarsgård, right? Because they almost like brothers.
That's an interesting, yeah.
Well, I was gonna say that, like, now that he's gotten older, he's looking more and more like his father. Every movie I see him in.
Yeah, that's true.
I was like, damn, you can't deny him. Look at that.
Huh.
And then I was like, I wonder if Stellan Skarsgård was hot when he was in his 20s. And so I looked him up and I was like, oh no, he wasn't.
I like how that's an expression that Candice and I both know. You can't deny that kid.
That's true. You can't deny him.
He's a spitting image of you.
I was just thinking, watching this, he would be a good Joker.
Oh, I can see
would,
that.
yeah.
More than Bill Skarsgård?
Well, he's already fucking Pennywise. I mean,
exactly.
I think you only get one clown. I don't think you're going to be two.
And I was going to say about Mia Goth. Obviously, I love her. I don't love all the movies she's in, but I love her as an actor. And you know who she reminds me of is Irma Vep. Have you ever heard of her?
I know the name, Candice. That's an old name, isn't it?
Yeah, it's from the 1920s, from the silent film times. She was, a silent movie starlet. And her screen name was Irma Vep, which was an anagram for vampire, which is how I know it. And she always...
Yeah. What fucking TV show taught you that, Candice?
It was a book. It was literally an encyclopedia about vampires.
You know what? I kind of see it looking at her. I think I see what you're talking about. She's got that
aura. Are you gonna put in the Discord a picture in the Discord, Eddie? I'm not falling for it.
You want me to, Tim? I've got one.
No, I don't. I can look it up.
Okay.
But yeah, her not necessarily that she looks like her, but her name Mia Goth, and whenever you see her like out in public, she looks goth.
Mm-hmm.
She always looks weird, which was just like Irma Vep.
Yeah.
Who always wanted to come across as like exotic and dark and dangerous.
That's what's incredible about her is she is not your typical beauty, right?
No.
But Jesus Christ, I'm watching this movie and I'm like, I might leave my wife.
You can identify with James in this movie there, Tim. I'm with you, but I'd have to have a conversation with her on her hand job technique and practice.
Right moments to do it.
Look, you haven't begged your wife for like fucking 5 or 6 months. You're out in the woods. You're smelling
we'll get
fresh
to it.
Grass, right?
We've also got Cleopatra Coleman, who plays the wife, M. She's fairly new to the whole acting thing.
She looks very familiar.
She's done a couple of like TV shows, but no real major credits. In fact, most of the rest of the cast, not really too familiar. Not a lot of big horror names.
Not Mr. Big Jaw?
No. And oddly enough too, like I don't know, you might even say like really they don't spend a lot of time delving into any other characters.
No, you don't need to.
Yeah. Right. It's mostly just going to be Gabby and James through the entire movie. But yeah,
Gothy.
Right. So yeah, I mean that's about it as far as the credits go. It's I feel like I need to address it before we even get into the movie. Clearly, Brandon Cronenberg is,
a
David
genius.
Cronenberg's son, and oftentimes gets compared to him.
All right, let's say this. The Cronenberg father and son team up versus the Landis father and son team.
Oh, I think we know who's going to
there
win
you
that
go.
one.
See, there we go. That's what
Okay.
Nepo babies get you, and that's what somebody who's fucking talented gets you.
Well, what about the Stephen King, Joe Hill?
Oh, those are two very talented people too.
That's true. All right, yeah, all right. So, all right, one for
Yeah.
one.
Well, he
Yeah.
also didn't use his father's name, and
That's
no one knew
true.
for a long time, and he
Right.
had already an established career before people
Now,
realized.
I'm going to say that there are a lot of vibes coming off of James in this movie that might be a little Brandon Cronenberg commentary on what it's like to kind of come up in the shadow of his father.
Oh my God! Really? You shitting me? Yeah.
I mean, I might go so far as to say it's pretty readily apparent in
Yeah,
this movie.
if your last name is an adjective, I'd say
Yeah.
that you got
Yeah.
some big shoes to fill.
Yeah, and you've got a lot of people that are going to compare you to your father.
Even when it's not deserved.
Right.
But here's what's great about this is he's taken his father's name. He didn't go that route where I don't want anybody to know. I don't want to rest on I'm Stephen King's son, okay?
Right.
Because if Joe Hill was Joe King,
Yeah.
well, pardon that.
Well, nobody would take him seriously.
Yes,
That's for
but
sure.
if he still turned out great fucking work, it wouldn't matter. You'd be like, okay, yeah, you're his son. Of course you're his fucking son because look at what you're doing. And I think that's what Brandon is doing here.
Yeah. So
let's go, Brandon.
Shut up, Tim. So we're introduced to James and his wife Em. They're in an all-inclusive resort.
Oh, I was gonna say the opening scene, which obviously you can't narrate.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, but I was like, man, drones are one of the best things that happened to the film industry because it's so easy to get those kind of
they really
with
are
a rolling camera and of different views.
There's really no other way to do it. Yeah, and just a lot of the landscape fucking shots.
They're cheaper than
Much
like a
cheaper.
fucking crane.
Oh yeah,
to like try to get
or
that
helicopter.
shot.
Yeah. Kubrick with a drone. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people because my wife went to film school, and there's a lot of people that she went to school with that now their living is just flying around with a drone making B-roll to sell to production companies.
Man, that is a career. That's one of those things that you wish you fucking got into the ground floor when it's just a bunch of fucking geeks spending $8,000 on a rig.
Yeah. That's true. But now it's like so easy to do and approachable for a lot of people. You really have to have a good eye for it, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, you got to know what you're doing. You still have to be a good editor too.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Well, no, because you do the film. You need the editor is somebody separate, right?
It depends on how cheap you're going.
Yeah.
True. All right.
So we meet our two protagonists as they are in this all-inclusive resort, and it's kind of like because I believe it's filmed in Croatia. So
it is. I because I was like, oh, this place is beautiful. What is it? Where is it?
When I saw production of Canada and Croatia, I'm like, what the fuck are we in for?
Yeah. Well,
multinational film.
So we find out that he is like a kind of failed writer. He wrote a novel 6 years ago that probably only got published because his wife, her father,
oh my God,
got him in under some nepotism, maybe. Yeah. So immediately we've got the Cronenberg nepotism angle kind of being played.
Well, he's only famous. Why? Because she wanted to piss off daddy.
Yeah, that's the other thing is when she's explaining why she even got with him in the first place. It's like, well, my dad always said, don't get with an author. So
you think
a broke author?
Well, this like, look, if you want to make movies, do whatever you want. Just don't do body horror. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
make
my
rom-coms.
Yeah, stay in your lane, motherfucker. This is mine. I hate to be the
rom-com directed by Brandon Cronenberg. Yeah,
I mean, when their faces melt together when they kiss.
Yeah. No hard feelings. Directed by Brandon Cronenfield and Jennifer Lawrence. Yeah, close enough. Come on.
But I mean, yeah, and he's always going to be compared to his father, and if we're going to go that route, this movie did more in its opening weekend than Crimes of the Future did in its theatrical run.
Oh shit!
So
Oh, wait, do you think that he did like a fucking Rosemary's Baby where she took out like an ad because Frank Sinatra had a movie coming out the same weekend that Rosemary's Baby was opening up?
Oh yeah.
And Rosemary's Baby buried his fucking movie, and she took out an ad with like the number one
Yeah.
movie in America, Rosemary's Baby, number 18 movie, Frank Sinatra.
I can't believe they got a divorce.
Yeah. No
Well, I
kidding.
think you can blame Robert Evans for that whole divorce thing. Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
do you want to be married or do you want to have an Oscar?
Yeah, fair. So yeah, they go to this all-inclusive resort so James could potentially like get his creative juices flowing.
Yeah, so he doesn't have writer's block anymore.
Mhm.
For the
Right.
past 60 years for your unsuccessful first book.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's
I mean, it's got
writer's
to be
block.
tough, right? You
or-
write your first book. It's like the first album of any band, right? The first album is usually the best. The second one isn't that great.
That's not
Third,
true.
fourth, because when you're doing your first album, when you're doing your first
It's-
novel, a book, you have 20 years to put it together.
Yeah, no, that's
Then
true.
it becomes big, and guess what? You got to get something out in the next 8 months, otherwise your name is dead.
I guess I was just thinking more about like because there's a lot of like Weezer. Weezer got a lot of shit because their first album came out and was a huge fucking hit. So a lot of people were like, "Oh, I think this is some just shit band that the studio put together. They're too good."
Stone Temple Pilots.
Right.
Go
They were
ahead.
compared to Stone Temple Pilots and Pearl Jam, who Candice has never heard of.
Oh, I'm sorry I didn't get your weird fucking reference.
It's okay.
You know, I'll give Cam the Stone Temple Pilots, but Pearl Jam? Come
I
on.
know Pearl Jam.
Okay.
You're a big
That's
fan
right.
of it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah. All right. That's right. Cam's favorite song is.
It's a good song by Pearl Jam.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're at this resort, but it seems like he's very disinterested in their vacation because M's all like, "Oh, why don't we go get a reservation for the Chinese place?" And he points out, like,
Oh
we're
my
just-
God. How fucking incredible is this? Oh my
and it's so
shit.
funny because he's like, it's kind of fucking weird that why is there a Chinese place here?
Perfect.
Like,
Perfect
Why
question.
aren't we
This is the
having?
kind of question I ask on a vacation.
Yeah, why aren't we having their food? What the fuck? Why are we having? Does their food suck? Is that why we're having Chinese? What's going on?
Mhm.
So
And wait till we get to that Chinese restaurant. Yeah.
oh yeah. So then cut to he bumps into Mia Goth's character Gabby. She proclaims, "Hey, I'm a fan of your work. I didn't want to, embarrass myself and come over here, but I
Oh, is this
read your
before or
novel."
after when you see Slipknot doing their wedding reception?
Yeah, the Slipknot. I gotta say, the design for the masks, fucking great.
Oh, they're really creepy.
I have written down. The first thing I have written down is first thing I have is pool, so I know what page to look to, and then what the fuck?
Yeah.
Do you have an index of notes? Like what page to turn to?
Well, I
your
use paper, so yeah.
notes?
So let's see. The last note I'm looking at is right now is thongs really work. Let's see.
Might have been a
Touches
different movie.
headphones with gloves. Oh, that's from New
Man.
York Ripper. Holy
Yeah.
shit!
I'm gonna
Oh
say.
my god, I want to see your notes and just look at them.
Yeah,
These
I
should be
think-
preserved.
Do you have a
All right,
scanner?
somebody who
Tim?
the first person who donates $1,000 to our podcast can get a picture of my fucking notes while I'm watching it, while I'm not even looking while I'm reading. I'm almost doing like automatic writing while I'm watching a
Yeah.
movie. Okay.
Yeah, that's me with typing while I'm watching the movie, and I look back and it's fucking all jarbled mess of shit. I'm like, damn it. Gotta
Why
go
is this
back.
in Wingdings? How'd that even happen?
Yeah, I didn't know that was possible. I didn't change the font. What the fuck? So yeah, they have their Slipknot wedding reception, and the mask designs are bizarre. I mean, they
Yeah.
look like rotting corpses, kind of, but also
One looks like a beehive.
one
Like
of
a
them's-
person's face was turned to a beehive. One of them's got like money shoved in their
Yeah.
mouth and their
Bunch of-
cheeks are like bloated.
Oh my god, that fucking money mouth. Yes, she gives great fucking head.
Yeah.
Expensive
Or bad
head.
If after a blowjob, you're giving her like pennies.
Yeah, that's a good point. If you're paying her in change, I don't think it's a good hooker, Tim. Or the best. Those are the two
See, that's always
options.
been a question I've had, and I've never had the
God.
opportunity to do it either way. So please, somebody go out. Can you go to a strip club with a bag of change? And can you pay a prostitute or sorry, a sex worker with change?
Just like rolls of quarters, just hucking
And
them
look,
at
I
the
will give you
stage.
I will pay in quarters and pennies and nickels and dimes rolled up for the extra time that it takes you to count this money before we actually have sex.
You're dragging the water cooler jug full of change behind you, walking up to prostitutes.
No, come on. You can't be that kind of fucking guy. You gotta bring it at least rolled up.
The irony, Tim, is that of all of us, you were the best equipped with your stupid little belt change dispenser.
I got, let me see what I got here. Click, 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 click.
Click, 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 click.
I think the most I held was like $10. You ain't getting shit for $10.
No, it's a good move though to Bob Barker, the stripper, to be like, hey, I got a
If
whole
I-
roll of quarters in there.
if
Why don't you
I
reach-
stripper.
If I went to a strip club, all right, and I brought like a fucking like I don't know gold fucking coins,
Yeah.
I'm like, this is what I'm gonna fucking make it rain with.
I know
Make
when
it
I'm
hail.
I
Ow.
know when I'm stripping and someone brings in a roll of quarters, I don't accept it because I don't know if there's the exact amount of change in there.
That's
Are you
true.
sure?
Maybe
Candice?
they
Because
slip
let me
some
tell you this,
nickels in
because
there
if you can pick up that roll of quarters
with your butt
without your
cheeks.
hands, I'm giving you a real $100 bill.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
good
yeah.
challenge.
Mm.
Do it and beat to the song too.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's got to be in the beat of the song.
Ah, get low, get low, get low. You're like picking up change with your butt.
I got a lap dance to Christian Woman by Typo Negative. That's fun because it's like a 10-minute song.
Probably shouldn't tell that story.
Oh.
Well, no, that's a power move, right? Because
Yeah,
go
yeah.
to the DJ, tell him like, hey, look, here's $10. Here's play Freebird, right?
I don't even need the
Live.
stripper.
Play
at that
Freebird
point.
live.
Stairway to Heaven.
Stairway to Heaven from Madison Square Garden. The song. Oh shit! There you go, Candice. You got it. So somebody's done that to you. Somebody Stairway to Heaven, you, huh? Yeah. 7 minutes in Stairway to Heaven turned into 23 minutes in Stairway to Heaven.
Follow that up with Highway to Hell. So then they just
Burns like it.
we see a cool guy on a 4x on a quad that's out there just fucking doing donuts.
I
at the
said that
beach.
was Eddie.
Yeah, dude, that guy rules. And they're like, what the fuck is that? And he runs over a picnic basket. So the guy's like, what the fuck? And they're like, oh, that's like a local. He hates us.
Yeah.
So he's coming over here to like ruin our vacation because fuck the locals.
Yeah,
Hey,
well, she says some real choice phrases, calls them like baboons,
Mm, yeah.
vicious creatures.
Yeah, uncivilized.
All they understand is force.
And if she
Yeah.
wasn't so hot and exotic, I'd be like, wait, that's not right.
Yeah, Tim's starting to agree. He's like, you know what? Maybe Trump had a point.
Hey, we're on vacation, right? Come on.
Yeah, live a little, right? Just let your hair down while you're on vacation. So she says, hey, by the way, there's this really cool Chinese restaurant. We have reservations at. You want to join us? He's like, oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
He just shot it down with his wife. Then
Well,
Mia
to
Goth
be
comes
honest,
up.
for real, if any of the three of us are on vacation and some hot chick, Mia Goth style, came up and is like, I listened to your podcast. I think
I'm
you're
such a huge
fucking
fan."
incredible.
Mhm.
You're like, yeah, guess what? We're having dinner with this lady.
Oh, yeah, because she's paying.
Yeah.
You're like Carl Weathers in
course,
Arrested
come on.
Development.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like,
Hey, wait a minute. Don't throw those chicken bones away.
lost a lot of meat left on there.
Mhm.
Make a
Chuck
soup.
those in a pot of water, a couple of veggies. You got yourself a stew going. Yeah. So no, they head out to Chinese, and it's a beautiful Chinese restaurant.
Except for, who's the waiter?
Yeah, the waiter is another one of the fucking locals, and
It's the same guy, the guy who gave
Yeah,
him
yeah.
the welcome, right?
yeah, the DJ or the MC at the place.
I don't know, Tim. They all look the same to me.
Mm.
Typical tourist, yeah.
What's the name of the fucking place they're supposed to be at?
It's like Takok.
Like Latokia or something?
Yeah.
Latokin, something like that.
Something
I
like
cannot
that.
pronounce it.
Yeah,
They
we'll
have consonants where they don't belong.
we'll just call it Missouri. So yeah, they're having this fun little conversation while they're having Chinese food. And yeah, you're right. It's the exact same guy at the resort, right? And then his wife just starts fucking shitting on him. Like, I guess I just married him
Yeah.
because he's a broke piece of shit author.
Wannabe
and-
writer.
Yeah, let's see. The worst thing I could do to piss off my father, who is a rich publisher, is marry a poor writer who has no chance of fucking ever succeeding. I
Yeah.
married him, yeah.
And then I love that Mia Goth's character, Gabby, her bit is that she is an actor.
Oh my god. This I said, this is probably how every meet and greet in LA goes.
Ugh.
Oh, I'm an actor. Oh, you want to see? I have a copy of my screenplay right here if you want to take it home and look at it. Like, I just
But-
imagine that's how every conversation goes.
She specializes in failing naturally.
I love this touch that she has
So
this
good.
extremely
It's so
niche.
true though. If when you watch these commercials,
Yeah.
there's always that fucking chick, right? It's always a chick. It's never a guy, right? It's always a woman. Like, wait, how do I brush my teeth without using both of my hands? Oh
Right,
wait, there's a
yeah.
one-handed toothbrush.
So she demonstrates it by trying to cut a bread roll at a Chinese restaurant.
I need
That's
the bread
fucking
cutter.
weird.
Like, James, do you need the bread cutter too?
Yeah, and she's just fucking it up, like twisting the butter knife sideways.
I thought she was gonna
instead
cut her hand with this scene.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun. But she's like, there's got to be a better way. I need the bun splitter or whatever. Do you need it, James? And he's like, yeah, of course I
You want
do.
somebody to
Live
split your
without it.
buns? Yeah.
I wouldn't mind splitting them buns and
You're
slapping
gonna
them
love my
cheeks.
nuts after I split your buns.
Slapping some meat in there.
Yeah. Wouldn't mind stuffing the bird. So next day, right, they get up and they decide to go on another little double date. They want to leave the safety of the resort where they can go to find some gross beach with a bunch of
Don't
rusted out
do it.
cars.
Don't do
Yeah.
it.
Oh yeah, all the staff members are like, you cannot leave the resort.
Yeah.
It is forbidden.
Yeah.
Well, first of all,
leave
there's
the
like
resort.
fucking electrified fences with fucking barbed wire
Yeah.
all
With
around the
razor
fucking
wire.
perimeter. Yeah.
Yeah. And they're like, look, you can't fucking get out of here because it's fucking dangerous. Okay, you assholes. So it's like,
Which is probably like how most places that rich people go to, right? They have like a whole cordon off area where like here's where Mark Zuckerberg goes to fucking
Yeah.
vacation,
I
but
mean,
no way Mark Zuckerberg's going in to see what the fucking local flavor is.
a lot of those resorts down in South America and
I had the same thing in the
Yeah.
Bahamas, yeah.
yeah, they tell you whatever you do, don't go off the path.
Mhm.
Don't worry, I won't.
If you ever go to Atlantic City, stay on that fucking boardwalk. Do not go more than 1 block away from that boardwalk because holy shit, you don't know what you're getting into.
Yeah. Basically that's the concern, right? They're like, fuck it, we're rich. We'll I'm gonna rent a car from a guy that works
A
here.
convertible, too. A convertible.
Of course. Yeah, you're gonna drive up and down a coastline that beautiful, Tim. You have to have a convertible.
And it is a beautiful coastline.
It's a very beautiful.
It's a nice
coastline.
convertible, too. But my wonder
Yeah.
is, how the fuck does he have his hat on in the back seat? The 2 times I rode in a fucking convertible when I had long hair, after I was in the back seat, my hair was one gigantic fucking knot.
Oh yeah, they always do this in movies where people look great after taking a ride in a convertible. It's like, no, you don't. You look like shit if you have any hair on your head.
Like, what are you talking about? So that's why I shaved my head. It's in preparation for being a convertible guy.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Getting
no,
a
if you're in the
convertible red
front
one.
seat, you're okay because you got the windshield. But the
that's
back
true,
seat, that's
Tim.
where you get it. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
The
mean, we've-
okay, so the note I have is Šibenik, Croatia, is where this was filmed.
Okay.
Shiv in your
Beautiful.
neck? What?
Yeah, shiv in your neck.
I'm
Croat.
probably
Okay.
mispronouncing it.
Oh yeah, because
It's
also
Croatian.
Mia Goth gave him a warning. Like, by the way, if we were to do shit like that guy on the 4x, the locals here would stab you right through the fucking throat and watch you bleed out. And he's like, Jesus, really?
Yeah.
So yeah, they decide after that warning to go have a nice drive and go to like Radioactive Beach or what. Why the fuck did they go here? There's nothing here.
I don't know. I think they just
mean,
want to be bad.
It's beautiful, don't get me wrong, but so was the resort. Like, so they park it and
I think this is kind of part of the setup, right?
yeah, of course. Well, okay, we'll get to that. So they're all hanging out, drinking wine, eating a bunch of buffalo sausage. And
They go on a long time about this buffalo sausage too.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm, yeah.
You ever eaten buffalo?
Would you
Candice?
like some of the? Yes. Would you like some of this buffalo sausage, James? How
Tim would-
about you?
Tim, you wouldn't eat it, would you?
Do you even have to ask?
Buffalo, just in general, you wouldn't eat
Yeah.
it.
Come on, no. Sorry.
Why?
Because we're supposed to eat cows.
Okay,
It's been ordained,
Yeah.
gotcha. Tim.
scientifically proven. We can only eat cows.
Thousands of years of the Native Americans in America be damned. They should have been eating cows, those idiots.
Did we have
Tim
cows in
Yobo.
this country back then? No. So
Nope.
you had bison, so you had the second best choice. Now we got cows.
Okay.
Oh, so you're saying it's like a spit in the face of your ancestors. Look how good I have
Okay.
it. I only have to
No,
eat
but
cows.
I like the looks of a bison better than I like a cow, so I don't want to eat it.
Gotcha. You don't want to eat anything aesthetically pleasing. Makes
True.
sense.
Yeah, that's right.
It's another one of Tim Yobo's fucking life rules here. Yeah, they're all hanging out, eating, getting drunk, and our buddy James, he goes out to rock a piss. He's having a good time, pissing it up, and all of a sudden, old Gabby sneaks up behind him,
Gives him a reach around.
gives him a dry hand job on the
No,
beach.
the
Is it
urine.
dry? Yeah,
the
that's right.
urine.
Yeah.
Okay,
Urine?
let me ask you this, because you taught
Oh.
me about like ejaculate, like having a hard on while peeing or something. So
Yeah.
something similar. You
Candice,
talked
how
about
long you
this
been
before.
married? Just a question. Okay. And Eddie taught you this? Go ahead.
Yeah, I
Okay.
like teaching Candice about sex, so go on.
Would it hurt if like you're peeing and midstream you get a hard on?
No.
Like, has that happened to you before?
Yeah.
Candice,
And it like
if you have a choice between having a hard on and getting jacked off or taking a piss, I can take a piss anytime, anywhere.
yeah, but I just felt like it would be like too much pressure in that area.
If you're
blow.
so like I said, there's like the old dilemma thing with the train going down one track or the other, and you have to flip the switch.
Yeah.
That's really how the men's plumbing works. Is that train's going to go down one path or the other, and if you flip the switch to fucking,
yeah.
It'll just stop.
then
Yeah.
you're no longer going down the pee path. And I've been fucking, and then when I was done, realized, holy shit, I've got to pee.
Oh my god! Oh shit, Eddie! High five! Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, that's why I was uncomfortable for the last 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah.
This whole time I should have been taking a piss instead. So there's that. But
oh, really? Because that's like, oh, that's why my girlfriend got a fucking urinary tract infection.
yeah, that'll do it. So, but my question, okay, so in your universe, guys, Mia Goth cupped a handful of piss and then used that as lube to jack him off.
No,
Yeah.
hold on. It depends on how big his dick is, right? She doesn't have to get his fucking her handful of piss.
If she's going all the way to the end, she's gonna get some piss on her hands.
I mean, a dry hand.
It's still
job,
hot
I
enough,
don't
okay?
know,
It still
man.
doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Anyhow,
It's like
sweaty.
fucking Bo Derek on the beach. All right, it's not going to be comfortable, but you're fucking Bo Derek on the beach.
that's fair. Okay, so then he busts, and we see it.
Oh,
and
you
that's
see
fine.
it. Oh god, that was so gross.
Now, Candice, you're a woman who's never shied away from a load of cum in your life. Now, on the scale of 1 to 10, now this bust on the beach,
It's quite a bit. It's
It's
pretty substantial.
pretty
Really? Because I was
substantial?
like, that's it?
Oh, Tim.
Yeah, I'm with
Okay.
you, Tim.
Yeah,
Tim's got the emulsions of a bull.
Yeah. No, it's just after you get a little
I
older.
do remember one girl after finished giving me head, she's like, you're going to get somebody pregnant.
Like me right now. It went all straight through. There's so much it's seeping through my organs.
Oh,
I didn't blow her head out. I blew her back of her head out. Yeah.
yeah, I'm with you though, Tim. I was like, that doesn't seem like a ton.
For real.
But they were
For
on
real.
vacation, so you
Second
gotta
contest.
fuck.
All right, second contest besides finding the best 1 minute
Oh,
bit.
no.
Is this a lot or a little?
Yeah, weigh in on that one, fellas or ladies.
Yeah, both. Yeah, everybody.
Skarsgård's load. What are we giving it? Is it a thumbs up or a thumbs down or just a eh?
See, I think he's been whacking off since his wife isn't having sex with him.
Well, they're
So,
fucking. They're
yeah.
on a vacation. They gotta fuck.
They're not fucking. She wants to go get the fucking egg omelet before she wants to bang this guy,
That's
right? You want fucking
Yeah.
smelly eggs before you want to bang me? Come on.
That's okay.
That's if you want to eat before sex, that's not good.
Yeah, they're not banging.
Eggs, no less? Come on.
That's a good point.
Maybe bacon.
They're not banging. Although, you know what, dude? Going to bed on a full stomach, banging, and then going to sleep is maybe the most comfortable sleep in the world. Not over full stomach.
See, that's why George Costanza had it, right? Because you
Yeah.
eat the sandwich while you're banging her and then you
God
go to
damn it.
sleep.
No, what
get
you
it.
do is you bang and then you eat, and it makes
No.
the food taste better.
No, Candice, you're a woman. You don't know.
Yeah. You know what you're talking about.
After you finish banging, there's only two things a guy wants to do: is either take a piss or go to sleep.
Yep. You know what though? I'll tell you what. If I got done banging, right, and my wife was like, "Man, I could go for some chicken strips or something,"
Mm-hmm.
and she's like, I'm gonna go get some. You want some? I might be like, you know what? Yeah.
Yeah, it'll taste better too.
You know what? If we're banging and
worked
my
up an
wife says that to me,
appetite.
that's going to push me over the edge. Better than a fucking finger up my ass.
Oh, Tim. Okay,
The
so
chicken finger up my ass
Tim,
is going to
okay.
do it. Yeah. Timestamp that.
Chicken finger. Tim, you're not getting the $50. No, so
Oh wait, you didn't say that who could join the contest or not, right?
That was 1 hour and 4 minutes. No, so
I've
chicken
awarded
finger up
myself
the
this
ass.
$50 gift
Damn
card.
it, Tim. No, so I think that's going to be more than a minute for the setup, though. No, but Tim, I think we've stumbled onto something here, bud. What if we come up with some sort of an app like DoorDash, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's called like Bust Lunch or something. So what you do is, you know, those like a Fitbit or something, how it registers your heart rate.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Porn grub.
Put it on your dick.
Porn grub. Hell yeah.
Oh, Candice.
Nailed it. Okay.
Tweet that out and trademark that shit. Come on.
So Porn grub, what they do is it registers your heart rate, right? And then it's like, are you fucking? And if you are, you just hit
Press yes to confirm.
just boop. And then what it does is it throws on some decent music. Right.
Then order some food for you for like 20 to 30 minutes because it takes a while to learn your rhythm, right?
Yes.
Because the first app, maybe he's going to order and it's going to wait an hour before the pizza gets in. You're like, oh, come on, man. I'm fucking 18 years old. What do you expect?
Exactly, Tim.
It puts your age and experience in there.
And it even lets the delivery driver know, like, listen, if you sneak around back, peek in the window, you might see some fucking.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
a
little
tip
extra,
for you. Yeah.
A little extra tip for you. But yeah, you know, just leave it at the door. We're good to go.
Yeah, I think this is genius.
That, you know what? Hold on. Because that is a really great idea. Because I know the Volcano Company has a new volcano out.
Mm-hmm.
That when you can send an app on your phone, so it's ready to go before you get home. So as soon as I walk in the door, my fucking volcano, the hybrid, I think it is, would be ready at 345, 330 degrees, whatever it is. So you don't even have to wait.
It's like a 1950s housewife. It's like prepping dinner.
Yeah.
It's got your slippers ready at the door.
Yeah.
It's like, now, give me your pipe.
My pipe, yes, thank you.
I guess you're right. I guess that's all we need is a 50s housewife. Candice, you've nailed it.
Or his vaporizer.
Those were the days, yeah.
Or Tim's vaporizer, exactly. No, in the 50s, they would have killed you with the weed stuff. You can't.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not for you.
Really? No, because I think in the 50s,
unless you're rich,
super easy to get away with smoking pot, right? Because nobody really knew about it. Oh,
I mean, isn't that when that crazy ass weed video came out? Was the 50s? The Devil's Weed or
30s?
Yeah. 30, that was way before.
Oh,
yeah.
That was back
when we can't get our white women getting high and maybe fucking somebody not white.
That was back when everybody was smoking weed and then just blaming it on minorities.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like, I wasn't doing it; it was him. And then,
that Mexican guy made me do it.
Right.
That's it. Boom.
Yeah. We'll kill him. So anyhow, they get done with the hand job. I'm like, all right, well, we're gonna pack up, get the fuck out of here, drive back to the place. But unfortunately, the girls have to cuddle. They can't drive because they're women, and Gabby's
wow, they're getting a little too comfortable back there, for real.
They are. They're
only women would do that. There's no way two dudes who Eddie, if me and you met for the first time on a vacation and like, you know what, me and you, we smoked too much, we had too many edibles. Let's me and you sit in the back, Eddie, and we'll get underneath the covers and we'll cuddle together while our wife drive, right? That's only something chicks do.
I mean, if we have a blanket, I don't see why not.
That's true. Nobody can see what's happening.
That's right.
So it's plausible.
Eddie's going to get a finger up his ass.
Only if he attacks me.
Tim's getting
Tim feels threatened. God.
Well, I'm going to start giving Tim a Mia Goth.
Later on, I have such a solution to what's a major problem in this movie. I have such a solution.
Tim's going to get one of those Mia Goth piss hand jobs from me under the blanket.
Look, the next day it's a little bit raw, okay? But hey, it's Mia Goth on the beach.
Yeah, I mean, I can't argue with that. So, yeah, they're driving away, and James is, up front because the other dude's too drunk, quote unquote, to drive. All of a sudden, the headlights start flickering on the automobile. It's like, that's weird. That's annoying.
What do you think was the point of this?
Of the headlights flickering?
Yeah.
So there he would be blind for a bit, and he's still
Right.
driving.
No, because later on, I mean, we're hopefully you watch this movie and we're in
Yeah.
the spoilers. She says we were going to set you up, but you were so stupid and such a bad driver. We didn't even have to do it. You did it yourself. So I'm wondering because
Oh.
the first time I'm watching this, I'm like, okay, he runs over somebody.
Yeah.
Then I'm watching it halfway through. I'm like, okay, did he run? Did he really run over quote unquote somebody? Was this a
Or was
setup
it
to
a
get him
setup?
involved in
Yeah,
this
that's a
whole
good
thing?
point. Yeah. Did they set up the lights to fail?
Oh, I just have
Or
the
did they
note.
set up the person or the not person to be walking in the
Right.
road in that exact time when the lights are failing? But when she says later on, "You're so stupid, we didn't even have to set you up. You already
Right,
did it to
right.
yourself."
Yeah, so I guess it wasn't a setup then. Oh.
Nope.
So, yeah,
Yeah,
conveniently, the lights
they were.
blink out.
Yeah, I thought they were being abducted by aliens. They're driving along a road at night. Their headlights start flickering.
Good. Yep, that's a good
If
point.
I'm an alien, I'm like, you know what? That's Mia Goth. Pick
There's
her
Mia
up.
Goth. I'm
Yeah.
fucking taking the whole car.
She
And
might have
Alexander Skarsgård.
Mia Goth might be an alien.
Oh, do you think she's like a species? She's like a
You
Yeah.
know, hold
plant.
on. She has. I hope I don't get in trouble. She has that Shelley Duvall thing, right?
Mhm.
Where she is nowhere near your typical beauty.
Right.
She's nothing that you would see as a supermodel. Nobody was picking like we need the most beautiful woman to do a magazine cover. But like I said, there's just something so attractive and entrancing about her fucking face. I can't get over
Yeah.
it. And
Yeah.
the bitch don't got eyebrows. What the fuck?
Yeah, the eyebrow thing's weird.
That's what makes it even better.
Yeah, that's fair. So this guy just runs over a local. They slams on the brakes. He's like, "Oh shit, what the fuck are we gonna do?" And at this point, Gabby, Mia Goth's character, takes over, and she's like, "Listen,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna go back to the fucking resort.
Yeah,
I'm
the
not
voice of
gonna."
reason is what I have written down here.
Yep, yep. She's like,
At
"Look,
this
you
point,
don't."
yeah.
She's like, "What? I'll tell you what's gonna happen is if you call the cops, they're gonna come out here, rape me, rape your wife, kill us all, and you're gonna find our fucking bodies tomorrow."
Yeah, I was like, damn, she does
Yeah,
not like the locals.
clearly.
But she's been going to this place for 3 or 4 years on vacation. So I'm like, what?
Yeah, and likes leaving the resort. That anyhow. So they're like, "No, you got to go back to the fucking resort." So they go back to the resort. They just pull a hit and run, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm like, get rid of the body, move it.
yeah,
Yeah, I was like, did they move the body? Because you just see them go back to the resort.
No,
That's
they just
it.
leave it there. I think.
yeah, they just drive off. So yeah, they drive
Well,
back to
later on,
the
it doesn't matter anyway. So
right. So they get back to the resort, and they're locked out. So they have to kind of, hey, we were at the club and we got lost and we somehow ended up on the other side of the fence because physics. Can you
they
let
say
us
something
in?
about being in the disco club, and the next thing they know, they're outside.
Yeah, yeah. And then so her husband pulls out his white privilege card and is like, "Look, I'm a white
Yep.
guy."
Literally. Yes.
No, he pulls out their hotel key card and he's like, "Look, I'm staying here." And then James does as well, but he's fucked up because he just ended a man's life. So they're like, "Yeah, let's head back to our
Hard
rooms."
then soft.
Well, yeah, you just got jacked off and killed a man. He was, I mean, come on.
Time of your life.
I mean, look, if anything's going to get you through your
That's
writer's
a
block.
vacation, right? Come on. That's
Yeah.
all inclusive, right? You got everything.
Yeah, true. But they get back into the resort. They're making their way back to their rooms, and he just fucking throws up all that buffalo sausage all over the place. Heads back into his room, goes to sleep. Next morning,
Yeah, Mia Goth's like, okay. She watches them puke and she's like, all right, well, guess we'll see you tomorrow for breakfast.
yeah, we'll see you tomorrow at the omelet station.
Completely unfazed.
I was not kidding. Next morning, pounding at the door. He wakes up hungover, stumbles over to the fucked up door.
Yeah.
Dude, Tim, you've been here, buddy.
This is where the movie turns into fucking Kafka, right?
Yeah. Because then just these two foreign police guys show up with the hotel staff, and they're like, "You're coming with me." And he's like, "What?"
And yeah, this is where I was like, no, they can't. They cannot do this.
Oh,
Not in America, Candice.
they
You're
can
in some
do-
place where, as far as I know, unless my dyslexia is cutting in, you can't read the fucking language at all. What the fuck language is that supposed to be, right?
If this is supposed to be our world, and that's like a real place where millionaires go to have vacations and shit, there's no way that the police can just bust in there. They would have some kind of security measures in place.
True. I mean, well, I guess it depends on where you're
Unless,
staying, right?
I mean, spoiler, but unless
Yeah.
maybe the resort people and the police work together.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's right.
We'll get to that,
Yep.
though. So they bring his ass to this fucking Cold War era prison.
I have written down they're going to send a nuclear bomb from 1965 from this fucking place.
I'll be honest with you, dude. Working where I've worked, I've been in buildings that look like this. If you work for the fucking government, like some of those military bases were built during World War II, and they have not been updated a lot.
Ooh, sounds fun.
It is fun, dude. It looks, some of the hallways are fucking creepy too, man. So they're just like, they pull him aside, right? And the detective walks in to talk to James. They separate him from his wife, first of all. So he's like, fuck, they're going to fuck her. Or not. I don't know. So they pull him aside, though. And the detective guy's like, all right, so here's what's up. You hit this dude and killed him. Everybody that's in your little group here, your wife and your friends, they all just dropped a dime on your ass. So I know exactly what happened. Now, here's the deal. In our country, the way this works is you killed that guy. So now his son has got to kill you to save face,
Well,
right?
luckily he's got, a 9-year-old and a 13-year-old.
Yeah, thankfully, he's got a 9-year-old and a 13-year-old to kill you. Otherwise, the state would have to kill you. We'd have to step in and take his place. And he's like, wait, what? Hold on.
Yeah, like, how did he not know this before
How?
going here?
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
I'm
not.
American. I'm white. I'm rich. What the
Yeah.
fuck you talking about?
Like, no. There's got to be like a white American rich dude way out of this, right? I could like Broderick the situation. And they're like, yeah, you can Broderick it if you want.
What a callback, huh? This wasn't filmed in Ireland. What are you talking about?
Yeah, no, that's true. So they go, okay, well, I'll tell you what. The tourism board, we've worked with them to create an option.
For
Basically,
foreigners who might have been ignorant of this.
right. Just kind of a little, we like to call it the whoops-a-daisy rule.
I have written down this is the modern version of a speed trap, right?
Yeah. It is. It's the papers, please, right?
No. It's we're going to set you up. You're going to commit a crime, and then we're going to make you pay not to go to jail or have any time because we know you're rich, you're white, and you'd rather pay the fucking ticket for speeding instead of fighting and fucking making county.
Right. Yeah. No, true. It's easier for you to just pay for it than die. So, so they say, okay, but here's the way we do this. We use this local ritual that they perform, the natives here, and what that does is it creates an exact double.
Does
of
he even say
you.
ritual? Hold on. I don't think he says ritual.
Well, he doesn't say the word ritual, but he basically says there's a native custom of body doubling. So what we can do is we can double you, and that double will have the memories of you. It'll be a perfect replica
And
of you.
convinced that they're guilty of this crime.
Yes.
Yeah, oh man, Jesus Christ.
And
Brilliant.
we'll just kill that instead. But that's expensive. So what do you think, rich dude? You want to do some rich
donate to the
dude?
state?
Want to do some rich dude shit? And there's a little, like, after the James guy signs. First of all, he's signing paperwork.
Oh my, yeah, Eddie, I have written down. This is what would freak me out the most. There's no fucking way that at least not once, as a rich white American guy, I'm going to say I want a lawyer.
Well, but he's a married into rich. He's not a born rich.
True.
So he might not have that
They've been married for
sensibility.
10 years, so you know it's rubbed off enough on him that he can get away with whatever the fuck he wants. And just the idea of signing something that you can't even fucking read.
Yes.
You don't know what the fuck you're signing.
The entire fucking contract is just written in wingdings.
But hold on, we also forgot the part where he's like, look, I need you to do me a favor. My cousin was the guy who supposedly, quote unquote, rented you the car. And I'd really appreciate it if you left that part out.
Yeah. He's like, because then my cousin will be in a bunch of trouble. So we're just going to say you guys stole his car. How about that? You admit to that.
Okay, see, this is me. Okay, for real. I mean, look, I've never been a rich white guy. I'm only halfway there. But if I'm in that situation and he says that to me in the beginning, like, I really appreciate you not putting my cousin into this shit. It might work out good for you. But then when he starts asking me the questions, there's no recording of it. Like, no, wait, hold on. Because how the fuck you know what I said?
What he signs was a confession. They already had it typed out and everything that he was going to say.
Right. But
plus the other thing too is I'm not going to believe my wife sold me out that quick. But then again, she's fucking cutting my balls off in front of fucking strangers with like, I married the first rich fucking the stupid podcaster idiot with the idiot Isanye voice. I married him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but what I love is after he signs that, the detective guy is like, all right, and he drops his cigarette on the ground, stomps it out. There's like 19
many cigarettes. Yeah. Oh God, this is so good.
First, just little clue, and then he walks out. They walk him over to an ATM.
And I'm like, wait, hold on. That's it?
Well, yeah,
That's all the money it takes, because it doesn't look like that much money
unless
they're like
stack. I mean, we don't know what the conversion rate is to whatever their currency is, too, Tim. But no, I love that this whole place looks like it's from World War II, and they have an ATM machine.
Yeah.
It's like,
I
wonder
mean,
what the business
they got to
is
streamline this process.
So yeah, they take him out.
They take Bitcoin now.
Yeah, strip him down, Candice.
Nice.
And then they put a shower cap on him.
Not so nice.
They put a clamp to force his mouth open.
Oh, real nice.
Yeah.
Oh, guy, got Clockwork Orange. See, there's your Kubrick thing. Holy shit, Eddie, because I have written down. I have this is kind of like Clockwork Orange.
Yeah, and they just open up a door, and
I got I can't think of the director, but he didn't do it somewhere. Otherwise, just be up somebody's ass.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
No, I'll skip it. This is not the minute clip that you're looking for, folks. Move along.
Keep going. So yeah, they put him in this room where he steps in. He's like ankle deep in this weird red goo shit. And then they just shut the door on him, and he's looking at
and they tell him to like hold his arms up, and he looks like Han in Carbonite.
Yeah.
Again, this is such a great thing because he doesn't understand the language. He doesn't know what the fuck is going on. Wait, do I hold my arms up the entire time while all this fucking crazy shit's going on to me? What happens if I don't move my arms? Yeah.
Yeah. But he's in there, and while he's in there, they start leaking this blue fluid to mix. It
makes him trip balls.
Red, and dude.
I have written down tripping balls and then ball tripping.
Because yeah, dude, he just starts. This is one of the strobe lighting. It's like 35 minutes into the movie if you want to skip past it. But there's Mia Goth fully nude, so don't do that.
Full frontal.
That's true.
Maybe
just if you listen to this podcast and you have epilepsy and we haven't triggered you already, you're good.
Yeah, and there's just a lot of like crazy. I mean, it's a Tool video, right? I commonly will bring up.
It was a video that made me think of my Tool. Yes, that's true.
I'll bring up like your 9 Inch Nails videos sometimes, or Manson, but this is a Tool video, because you've got the like weird digital rendering of him being cut into a million pieces.
Yeah.
The crazy flashing lights.
That's right. He's being closer to God. Yes.
Her vagina, and we just cut back to him waking up. Well, maybe him waking up. We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Is this him?
Fucking shit! God damn! Because I was already thinking that, and then when that other guy said, "I'm like, oh fuck, maybe I'm right."
Yeah,
that doesn't happen.
His wife wakes him up, is like, "Hey, everything's you good?" He's like, "I guess I got a wicked fucking headache, and also you're not me."
I gotta piss harder. What the fuck is this?
Yeah, I got a pee boner. He's like, "You're also not Mia Goth, so it's not that good, but okay."
Mm-hmm.
So they're like,
"In a storm."
Yeah. So like, hey, it's done. You want to go take a look? They lead him into like some shit that looks like Aperture Science, like after the fall, right?
They do what they must because they can.
But a crazy red room with a red light, and it's just like him, just his face sticking out of this weird red
this like
sheet.
Red rubber gel looking sheath he's covered in, and just his face is exposed,
just looking like the tip of my head from a busted condom.
Oh, God,
right out the head.
Throw a fucking smiley face on it. What?
On my cock.
And then it starts screaming.
Yeah, and then it just like my cock starts screaming. So they take him out. They're like, no.
Yeah.
And they're like, by the way, we got to go make sure you get front row seats to watch the execution. And he's like, whoa, well, hold on here.
Can we skip that?
Can we not?
No,
do that?
I don't think he. Hold on. I don't think he really objects that much. I think it's his wife who objects more, right? Yeah.
He's like, I don't want to fucking see that, and they're like, yeah, that's not an option. You're going to see it.
See, they've only been married for 10 years, right? Once you get married for like 10 years, everybody's wife is going to say, yeah, I want to see that.
Yeah, I gotta ask
Right?
Candice if Mr. Candice,
That's right, Candice. Think of all the stuff he just said about the
yeah,
podcast and all that shit,
if he
right?
went and got jerked off by Mia Goth and then ran
Mm-hmm.
a
Well,
guy
I'd
over.
already kill him.
Oh, okay. Well, you didn't know about that, so let's just say you
Okay.
guys accidentally killed somebody, and they made a perfect double of him to execute. Would you want to watch it be killed?
I kind of want to would.
Of course, come
Him?
on.
I mean,
Come on,
there's
man.
that sick.
It's like asking me, do you want to be jerked off by Mia Goth?
Tim, would you want to watch your wife get killed? Your clone of your wife?
No.
No?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, make
Yeah,
me look
it's-
like an asshole.
No, I'm sorry, Candice. I'm trying to virtue signal.
He's being honest. I mean, you can't fault a man for being honest, Candice.
But
So
when you want to watch in like a
Hold on,
like
it makes a difference whether or not you know that she's been jerked off by Skarsgård.
yeah, Skarsgård fingered her.
Or jerked off by a goth, right? So yeah, hold on. Fuck you, payback, yeah.
Okay. If Skarsgård fingered her, then yes, but okay. But if it was
I
Goth,
get in trouble for watching this movie and say Mia Goth is hot, and you're gonna jerk off, get fingered by Skarsgård? Yeah, you're
here's the
going to
thing,
fucking torture. Yeah.
if Goth fingered her, you might be able to angle that into some kind of three-way thing.
oh,
See, I
you
think
dream.
the good thing about Mia Goth is like I could leave with her, and my wife would be like, nothing's gonna happen.
Way out of his league.
Yeah, no, that's a fair point.
Oh, Candice, thank you for picking that up. Yes. My wife can leave me alone with Christy Brinkley from Natural Lampoon, Phoebe Cates from Fast Times at Ridgemont High, and not have anything to worry about.
Yeah, I think we're safe, Tim. So second question then for you, Candice, would you want to be the one to kill him, or would you want the little boy to?
I think I'd take the bullet for the little boy.
You do the killing?
Yeah, I do the killing.
I think I'd prefer to.
I don't think this is an option, right?
Yeah, well, in this instance, it's not an option because this little boy.
I mean, if you pay extra, maybe, right?
Maybe, yeah. So the little boy walks out there and they hand him a knife. Oh, and the dude's in like a weird gown with just a hole cut out for his stomach.
Yeah.
With his rippling abs.
Yep. Got to show that off. And this kid just like very.
You can only stab in that area, right? If
Right.
you stab someplace else, what kind of crazy law is that breaking?
Well, then they kill you. I think that
Yeah,
every
probably.
law
They
here
kill you for everything.
Your 7-year-old brother kills you. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So he just first he's very timid about it. He's like, I don't know, and then just stabs the fuck out of his stomach.
Oh, he stabs the shit out of him. He turns it into
over and
mincemeat.
over. Yep. And then fucking dude just droops down dead, bleeds out, and you see the red blood pool on the ground. Kind of reminds me of the red fluid in the room a little bit.
Well, hold on. The other thing too is you skipped over it. Is when we see that this is his double, right?
Mm-hmm.
He says, "James, don't let them do this to me," and then he calls out to the wife. So I'm thinking like. That's the extra fucking freaky part about it. All right, maybe call out to my wife because you're supposed to be my double. You have all my members, but this thing, okay, maybe I'm not saying it the right way, but double knows that
everything.
James is there, the original.
Oh yeah, because it's got every one of his memories, so it knows everything up to the moment it's created.
Holy fuck, that's extra crazy. Holy fuck.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Yeah, it turns out it's pretty good. So,
dude, this thing knows it's been fucking sandbagged and fucking set up. Oh shit! Because you got the money, I'm gonna take it for you. Okay,
but no, Tim, it's also convinced of its guilt, and this is why I would point out
the thing is guilty. He's guilty. He fucking did it.
Well, I would point out it almost doesn't matter if the James we follow from here on out is the clone or not, because they are, I mean, ostensibly the same thing. Like it. Does not matter.
Okay, is Decker a replicant or is he a clone?
Yeah.
What is it? That's the thing. That's the thing. Because as soon as that other guy says that, I'm like, holy fuck! As soon as this happens, as soon as this scene happens, I'm thinking, who's who?
So, and the other thing they kind of mess with you is when you see him in the crowd watching it, he smiles.
Mm-hmm.
So then
I don't think I caught that.
Yeah, go back and watch it.
Well, it definitely needs a rewatch.
Oh no, Ken! Yeah, he deftly smiled. I think cuts to the wife, and she looks fucking horrified, but he's got a grin on his face.
He just kind of little grin. Mm-hmm. So they get back.
I've written down. He likes it.
Yeah. So
he really, really likes it. It's like Life cereal and Mikey.
Yeah. So then the guy hands him his little urn souvenir. He's like, here's the remains of your double. You know, the little going away present, little
Yeah, a little
something.
souvenir, a little tchotchke.
Yeah.
Here's one thing I was a little bit disappointed with the movie. I thought was going to happen at this point. I thought at some point we're going to see a room with like 1,000 fucking urns.
Yeah. No, that's true. That would make sense. But yeah, no.
Again, spoiler if you haven't watched this movie, but we told you 3 fucking times. Watch this movie before you listen to this podcast.
So he goes back to the resort, and of course his wife Em is packing the bag. She's like, "We're getting the fuck out of here." So he starts kind of packing, but he's kind of out of it, understandably. And he just stops. He's like, "Oh shit, where the fuck is my passport?"
Oh my god, you can like feel your stomach drop when he says that, because like you're like imagining yourself in that situation. If you could, because of course they want to get the fuck out of there,
and
he can't find his fucking passport.
Turns to his wife. He's like, "Shit, why don't look? You've got yours. Why don't you get the fuck out of here?"
Oh, you wouldn't have to tell me twice.
Yeah. And I'll follow.
Like, that's right. You know what? Hey, wife, get out of the country. Let me get jerked up by Mia Goth even more.
Yeah,
that's right.
Like, enjoy.
I'm doing the same this guy is doing. I'm fucking digging my fucking passport on my ass.
So yeah, then later on that night,
I got it good here.
They're just laying in bed, and she's like, "Hey, by the way, you're gross because you just watched that happen like a fucking robot. How the fuck?"
See, I think what this is, goddamn, this is such a great fucking movie, because I think this is kind of like the same thing. Like if you're a married couple, right, and you have a kid, and that kid dies,
yeah,
right. This is almost like the same situation. With how you are reacting to our child dying makes me not want to be with you.
Yeah.
And how he reacts to seeing himself being fucking killed makes her not want to be with him.
I mean, that could be part of it. It could also just be the fact that he was willing to participate in that rather than taking the hit himself, said something about who he is as a person and turned her off, but she doesn't want to say it.
Wait, so she'd be like happy, like, oh no, wait, hold on. Don't do a double. I did it. I should be killed.
I don't know. I mean, morally, it's very conflicting. Like, even if it's just you that did it and you're sending a double to die in your place, like, that's got to fuck you up morally.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think that's the whole point of this fucking movie. Right. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
Don't get me wrong.
Like, I thought we should do this, but hold on, that's happening. What the fuck is happening? Yeah.
So he's freaked out by it, leaves, goes out. He's like, I got to go fucking get some fresh air. I got to get a drink. I got to think about this shit for a couple of years.
I gotta go get a hand job on the beach.
Got to go fuck Mia Goth. So he's like, I'm going to go talk to the lady at the register about maybe getting another passport. I'll be right back. He goes down there. It's like, yeah, I want to book the room for another week.
Yep. Oh, God damn it, man.
And makes his wife pay for it.
And makes her pay. Oh, Candice.
Well, I mean, yeah, because we don't even get the impression that he's on a salary, right? Everything is being paid. No. Everything is being done. Because at one point I have written down now is like, wait, hold on. Who's fucking paying for this?
She is.
Because the lady at the register is like, okay, so that's still going to be under M, whatever your last name is. And he's like, yep.
Yep.
Charge her ass.
All right, man. Cool. He probably gets like an allowance. She probably like has an account for him, and she just moves money over every month, you know?
Tim, could you imagine?
Oh, I can only imagine.
Oh, God.
Jesus Christ, what a fucking light that is.
You have no idea how often lately I've woken up and been like, I should have been a fucking housewife. Why did I do this?
Yeah, that's all right, good. Hey, look, you want to be equal.
Yeah,
I know. Right? There's the price.
Yeah.
Real pioneer for your gender, Candice. So he turns around, sees Mia Goth immediately. He's like, can we fuck? I mean, hey. And she's like, hey, you want to go talk about what happened? Because, damn.
Can we talk about the hand job? Because if that's what we're going to talk about,
that's the first thing.
All for it, yeah.
Yeah, if we're talking about that, I might need a reminder.
Because I watch porno movies. I know how this progresses.
I forgot about the hand. Yeah. I might need a reminder of it. Then we can talk about it.
Was that a dream?
Can you do hand jobs with your pussy? Because I'd be down with that, too. If we can make that happen.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I have in my notes, The discovery that they can perfectly clone people, including their memories, and the rest of the world has no idea. Like, how is that even possible?
No. So one of
Because
the
Candice, this is like Epstein's Island, right? Because if you know, you know.
one of the
And if you
rich
don't, you
guys,
don't.
when he meets the whole group that's into this shit, one of the rich guys is like, yeah, we tried to bring whatever technology or whatever they're doing back and replicate it, but there's something that we're missing. There's some nuance to it, something we haven't figured out that they have mastered.
So
Yep.
this is like old.
I don't know. I haven't seen Old.
Well, I think the whole thing with old is that people get
Oh
old
yeah,
because it only happens at
the
one
beach that
place.
makes you. God
Yeah.
damn it!
Mhm.
What a piece of
I
shit.
don't think it's the beach. I think it's the fucking rocks that makes you fucking old or some shit like
that's
that, right?
right. What a
Fuck you. Come
stupid
on,
fucking
man.
movie.
You know, you peaked with Sixth Sense and the old man shoving the fucking diaper in the fucking little kid's face. That's it.
Yeah,
That's the best fucking 2 highlights of your career. Come on.
Unbreakable was okay.
Unbreakable is a great movie. And
Yeah.
you know what? I will say that I think Unbreakable is better than Sixth Sense.
I'm with you on that one.
Yep. Love that fucking movie.
I love Signs.
Well, you know,
like, I really love Signs.
that's fair. You know what? You're welcome to like it. Okay.
I'm surprised your husband doesn't like that movie better than you do.
I think
What, Signs?
Yeah, because the wife gets
oh yeah
cut in half in the beginning of the movie, and the rest of the thing is about him.
Well, plus he agrees with the star politically a lot too. So there's that.
Oh, that's right. When his wife gets in a car crash, Mel Gibson's like, you know, it's the fucking Jews who did this shit to my wife.
It's like the meme of the
Please don't use that as a 1 minute clip.
Yeah, please do. It's like the meme of the book, the Everything I Hate is Woke, and it's the guy pointing at the car engine. He's like, this damn woke car engine. Everything's the Jews, according to the Gibson family. Especially his father.
Here's the thing about woke is nobody can describe it, but the thing is that you're just pissed off because you're losing the culture war. That's it.
Yeah.
When big corporations decide that supporting gay pride is more important than supporting fucking rebel pride, you lost.
Yeah, you lost, buddy. Sorry. Yeah. It's going to be everywhere. It's going to be your fucking beer. It's going to be Cracker Barrel. It's going to be fucking Golden Corral. Get used to it.
How crazy all the people went against that fucking Bud Light company who made one fucking can for one fucking person. And they went fucking crazy on that shit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because it's more important. Your politics are more important than brand loyalty, I suppose. I don't know. Anyhow. So, yeah, she's like, listen, you're not the first person this shit's happened to. Okay. We have a little like survivors group we meet. You know, we've all gone through this shit. In fact, my husband, he's an architect, so he was designing an infinity pool. Said the name of the movie.
Yeah,
in one of the resorts up the coast, and one of the pervy ones you can look up from under and see people swimming. And the plate of glass slipped from it, killed 2 of the locals. And because of the laws here, that means we had to be killed. So we paid for the little double thing. So your wife probably can't relate with you anymore but after what you've just fucking seen. But hey, you want to come hang out with us, have a little drink? He's like, yeah, sure. Did I get to fuck you after? Or
is this gonna lead to fucking, or what are we doing here?
The situation people put themselves in there because maybe you're gonna get fucked
by crazy pussy.
It's the best pussy, Candice. I'm sorry. It's the best, but you can only do it once or twice. That's it.
So he meets up, he goes to Bohemian Grove with the other people that are secretly in charge of America.
There's Alex Jones outside screaming on a fucking megaphone. Yeah.
Missing what they're really doing that's evil, which is taking all of the money and never mind. Anyhow, so yeah, he meets up with all them, and the guy, the husband's like, hey, we got a, fresh fish here, buddy. Congratulations. Have a drink. Like, I don't think this is a celebration time, but
well, I mean,
whatever.
It's just a crazy situation to be put into. That happens, right? And then now you're invited to a party where the only 2 people you know are these 2 people, and everybody else, you're like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. Yep. And so they're like, listen, in this area, they're barbaric. They'll kill you for everything. Drugs, sodomy,
Yeah, they're
It's
all
like if
naming
the
off the
Republicans
things
got
they've
the
done.
presidency, the Senate, and the Congress.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like saying all the sins that they've done against the people there,
Right.
and they're
right.
like, "Can you guess who was charged with sodomy?"
I was like, come on, Mia. Come on, Mia.
Come
Mia,
on,
Mia.
Mia.
No,
Come
it
on.
was
Mia.
not Mia.
No,
Oh,
it's some
shit.
other lady. So
Oh,
she
that long
raises,
faced lady. Yeah.
yeah, she raises her hand. So he has a couple of drinks,
And I
and
was like, "How'd they find out? Was she doing it like in the town center, like on the founder statue? She was like sodomizing herself on it or something?"
I mean,
I mean,
maybe,
sodomy is a big fucking blanket, right?
yeah. It's just
Besides straight up missionary fucking your wife after 6 years of marriage, what counts as sodomy, right?
everything.
That's true.
It's oral, anal, whatever. It's all
Yeah, that's
sodomy.
right. Yeah. Hey, check that out, Alabama. See where you rank.
Yeah. No blowjobs in Alabama. Weird. Anyhow, Mia takes him aside. I'm gonna just call her Mia. God damn.
Yeah.
Gabby.
Excuse me. Yeah, I've written down. Yeah, Mia.
Gabby
Mia.
takes him aside and kind of talks to him for a minute, just separate from the rest of the group, and is like, "Look, I know you're probably feeling fucking weird right now, like you've got a second skin on that's kind of like fitting back into place, but it's okay,
Yep.
man. First day is rough. It's fine. Just do me a favor, go with what I'm saying tonight, and just trust."
Yeah.
Okay?
Well, Mia Goth is telling me, just trust me. Your wife has already left the island. It's just me and you. We're on an island. We're on vacation, right?
My husband's totally
Yeah.
fine with it.
Clearly, yeah.
Oh, do we even know that's her husband?
It
Did they
is.
say?
Yeah, the conversation they have at the end of the movie kind of suggests that it's
Yeah,
true.
that's true. Yes. Okay. Yes.
Yeah. So he goes out there, he's talking to everybody. They're like, "All right, so here's what's up. We want you to help us with a little mission. And in exchange, maybe we can help you find a replacement for your passport, huh?"
Your passport.
Yeah, because when he's
I
having
have
this
connections.
when he's having this little tete-a-tete with Mia Goth, all of a sudden a gunshot goes off.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, this brought me back to fucking Boogie Nights with that motherfucker throwing the fucking firecrackers.
Yeah, this is, jump scares are usually bullshit. In this instance,
Yes,
though, well
yes.
done.
Oh god.
Because he
yes.
just goes out in the living room and it's just this dude shooting a gun, and he's like, "Hey, it's fun. Don't worry. I got it from one of the security guys here. We're just playing around shooting
Which,
guns."
by the way, they get a lot of things from the security guards, don't they?
Yeah, they sure
They
do, Tim.
do.
Yeah.
It's almost like they're working together with law
Yeah,
enforcement.
look
Anyhow,
at that.
so they're like, "All right, so here's what's up. We're gonna go over to the guy that runs this resort. Got some sort of a medal for like running resorts."
If it's like if George Bush got the fucking Nobel Peace Prize, right?
Right. So they're like, "Why don't we go up to his place, steal the medal?" Because these idiots around here, they don't respect anything except for like brutality and brute force.
Yep.
So we're just gonna go play a little capture the flag.
In the most recognizable car on the entire fucking island,
Yeah.
right?
It's another convertible, a different one though. It's a
Yeah,
different
It's
color.
blue, yeah, that's right, yeah.
Very, very recognizable. But they disguise themselves. They bust into the gift shop, and they each steal one of those cool masks.
And I thought them, like the shot where it shows all of them wearing the masks, I thought that was like a way of saying this is what they look like on the inside.
Twilight Zone, Candice, come on, you haven't seen that fucking episode?
Where they're wearing masks?
Yeah.
No.
The old man. He's like, if you want to inherit my wealth, you have to put this mask on until midnight.
Nope,
Hmm.
I have not.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so their
Jesus
masks.
What am I doing on this fucking podcast? Come on.
Yeah,
Just wasting your time, Tim.
And they also I'm usually, if you do a dumb thing where you zoom in on everybody's mask they're wearing, I'd be like, okay, kind of bullshit. You're stretching for
Nope.
time. These masks look so fucking good. I'm glad they gave them a
It
second.
matches the vibe of the movie perfectly.
Totally.
Candice, I'm going to send you the fucking link to Twilight Zone after this goddamn episode. And everybody, when they listen to it, they're going to send you the goddamn link.
Yeah.
It's so good.
So they sneak into this dude's house and just start abducting the fucking people in there because he's up like porking the shit out of his girl.
Mm-hmm.
There's like
a little bit Clockwork Orange style, right?
Yep. There's a maid downstairs that they also subdue. So they give them all
singing in the mask.
So they have them all tied up, And they give James a gun. They're like, all right, you keep an eye on him with this gun, right? You're going to hang out down here with Gabby, and we're going to go looking for the medal. So he's got all three of them, and he's walking back and forth, watching them with the gun.
Yeah. Here's where I've written down, what the fuck did he think was going to happen?
Yeah, that's a good question. When you're grabbing masks and guns and breaking into somebody's house on a...
You're committing 2 fucking crimes in a night.
Yeah. After you killed somebody? Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
yeah.
Then just fuck it. Make it 3 crimes tonight.
Might as well.
Yeah. Why not make it 5 or 6? I mean, I got the money, right?
In for a penny, in for a pound, Tim.
They can only charge me once.
Yep.
Till the next go.
So he's holding this gun, and then fucking Gabby pops in, and she's all like, hey, kind of sneaks up behind him, all reach around style.
Yeah, she grabs his gun, starts stroking it.
Grabs his gun, starts
It goes off quick.
It. She's like,
It's like Mia Goth. Yes.
Yeah, immediately. He apologizes, tells her it's never happened to him before. It's just that she's so hot, he can't help it.
And now it can say that it had sex with Mia Goth, and
now
he doesn't have to say that she had sex with him.
That's true. But she
was
just
a gun that went off.
Puts the gun up to the dude's head, and she's like, it'd be real fucking easy right now, wouldn't it? To just like kind of take this guy out.
Well, we haven't mentioned that this guy has a bag over his head, right?
Oh, and he's not wearing any pants. His cock is out.
He's got his cock out. The guy with the bag is later, Tim.
So much cock in this movie. Hats off. For real.
Yeah.
For real. As a straight cisgender guy, I want to see more cock in movie. Why not? Right?
I'm all for equal representation.
Something for us, something for them.
Yeah. I don't think this cock was for Candice.
Literally, when you said that, I made this face.
I know.
I wish we had a screenshot of that face. God damn it.
Take a picture of that and make a t-shirt.
It was the indignant face. I feel so insulted by that comment face.
I don't want to be like mean to the actor, but it's not a stellar cock, let's say.
No.
See, really, maybe I'm going to out myself. I'm like, hey, you know what? That's a good representation.
Yeah, it's a realistic cock, but
that's
it's
right,
not
exactly. Yeah,
it's not
if
like
you're not watching fucking Pornhub all the goddamn time. That's a real cock.
Yeah, Candice, that's what a real cock looks.
Okay.
And some women got big pussies. So what are you gonna do?
Some women do
I
have
thought
big
that this
pussy.
chick had 70s tits.
She did, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It's like, oh, those are natural because they look like they're from the 70s.
So she, takes off the fucking safety on the gun. She's like, hey, you idiot, cocks it, gets ready, has it prepared to actually shoot. Right about that time, there was another local in the house that was hiding that they did not see. Well, he pops up with a gun, like a security guy, starts firing. Now it becomes a fucking gunfight. And Gabby's boyfriend, husband dude, he gets one to the fucking leg. Bam! Right? Did we just cut to like...
Because Mia Goth is just fucking shooting blind.
Yeah.
She's just spraying and praying.
Yeah. She's doing a real
Which in this movie, it actually works out pretty good.
She's got a real like Mallory from Natural Born Killers vibe.
She does.
When she goes fucking ballistic.
Dude, man, I fucking eat her out on a fucking Corvette any day. I'm sorry. My wife's not even here, so go ahead.
This is the horniest episode for Tim.
Dude, I can't believe how fucking hot Mia Goth is, for real. Okay. I would fucking be like 100% into this. I'm sorry.
Tim, so we know where Tim is in this movie. He's
Skarsgård.
It's Mia Goth. Goddamn, where the fuck has she been hiding those tits and that ass this whole fucking time?
Yeah, God bless Tim. You're right. Tim would be with a leash on all fours, following her around.
Oh man, I'd be a fucking bitch any day of the week. That's right. 8 days a week.
Then we just cut to they're having like a belly dancing event at the stupid resort.
Oh, yeah.
And these guys just
well, yeah, because at this point we see that everybody at the resort, all like the islanders, the true believers of this thing, they're getting 2 dots of paint or whatever it is on their face,
cheek.
Right?
Yeah, like you're getting the stupid Ash Wednesday cross.
Yeah, oh God, yes. That's what I thought. Oh God, damn it, man. This is such a great fucking movie. Jesus Christ.
It is.
Yeah.
So they go back to the resort and immediately get busted. And then you just see all of them. And this scene is fucking brilliant, by the way.
Oh, yes.
You just see all of them at the prison. And the detective guy's like, look, you fuckers,
Yep.
you can't just fucking come to this island and pay to get
you
out of
went a step
fucking
too
everything.
far. That's right. We want your money. We want your tourism. But guess what?
Yeah.
You killed a fucking president. You went a step too fucking
Yeah, you
far.
fucked up the guy that's in charge of the fucking resort. That's our bread and butter. What the fuck are you doing? You're all gonna die. And
they were like,
drags
wait a
him-
second, hold on. I don't care how much money. Go ahead, charge us how. And they're like, nope.
Yeah, 'cause
Guess
like,
what?
no,
This is fucking yeah.
And that's when you see the real fear in their faces.
Freaking
Oh yeah,
the
that's
fuck
right. Because
out.
fucking Elon Musk just found out he has to pay for his shit.
Yep. So they drag their asses into this fucking like barn looking room, and they're trying to handcuff him to these chopping blocks. And fucking Skarsgård pops up. He's like, fuck you, motherfuckers, grabs a knife. And even though he's handcuffed with his ass hanging out, starts like swinging around. Like, I thought we were going to get like an Eastern Promises naked fight.
Man, speaking of asses hanging out.
Vigo, yes, Vigo will go there. But I mean, it's only the second movie that he's done with this guy, right? So.
True. Yeah.
I was going to say, when they were leading them out of the one room to their deaths, like you can see their asses are hanging out. One of the guard like slaps Mia Goth's ass.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Look, if I'm a fucking extra, I'm fucking improvising. Come on, come on. It's Mia Goth, man. Where the fuck's she been hiding that fucking cake?
You got me.
Tim demands to know.
So they're all fucking. He tries to make a break for it. They grab him by the head, slit his fucking throat. And then we just hear applause, and you're like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, man.
Zoom out,
Yep.
and it's the goddamn him and his running crew, the doubles of them being executed while they're cheering, like, "Yeah, kick his ass, woo!"
But then again, all the doubles, all the triples, quadruples, whatever, right?
And again,
I got to know. Holy shit, this movie is fucked up on a whole other level.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Hold on, Candice. You wrote that note too soon.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. Because, and I will again float the theory, it doesn't matter if they're the doubles, because they're behaving the same way that the double would behave.
Because they're little.
They're copies, right? So, yeah exactly.
Perfect copies.
So, okay, not to spoil it, but I think if you keep going to copies of copies of copies of copies of copies, they get more and more used to it, right?
Maybe.
They get more and more into it. If it's the first generation of copies, you're like, wait, what the fuck? I just watched my own fucking... I watched Yobo slit my own fucking throat.
Yeah.
That's not good. But if it's like 7 or 8 fucking generations into it, you're like, yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, I guess. The one thing, I'm going back on it now because I have to rewatch this. Did the guy who got
this is definitely a movie you have to watch like 2 or 3 times.
Did the guy who got shot in the leg, did the copy that was executed, was that limping? Because it would also have the wound if it was the real him, but I don't think the copy would.
Limping. I think you're right when you said it before. It's right up until the exact moment that they have that memory.
Okay, so it would have the wound too. That makes sense.
So it knows. Oh my god! Because he said he called out to James before. It fucking knows what it is.
So yeah, this just goes down.
Charlie Green is fucking sentient.
They head back to the fucking the resort. Like, yeah, party. He puts his next fucking urn up with the last one.
That reminded me. You're gonna love this story. It involves an urn.
Here we go.
Okay, just real quick before. Yeah, that's when M's like, "Fuck you, I'm out of here. Peace."
Yeah.
So anyhow.
She says this one phrase that I wrote down because I was like, I love this so much. And she says, "You've gone wrong around the eyes like one of those crabs at the dump."
Yeah.
Like, what does that even mean?
You got me.
Hold on.
It sounds so good.
This movie begins with like, what? You can't breathe because you fucking have white sand in your throat or some shit like that, right?
Yeah.
She mishears everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, that's a good. That's a good callback.
So, damn. Urns, Candice.
What a fucking movie.
So when I got my first apartment in Raleigh, I was like super fucking broke. I had no money. And so to like decorate it, I was going to like flea markets and yard sales and Goodwill and just every thrift shop, just trying to find something to just fill up the space. And I was like, oh, look at this pretty vase. I'm going to bring this, put some flowers in it. That'll really brighten the place up. I come back with this vase and my roommate goes, That's not a vase, that's an urn. And I like looked in the
Oh,
bottom, there was
no.
gray ashes in it.
Oh, no.
Candice, let me tell you, that's good fucking fertilizer. Come
Yeah,
on.
that's true.
You're gonna go the prettiest fucking flower from that goddamn plot.
I actually did clean it out and keep it.
The ashes or the urn?
The urn.
Let's figure you can make some soap out of that.
Oh, that's true.
So she
Sell that
fucking
shit at the whole market.
yeah. So she just leaves his ass, but that's okay because he goes out, has himself a
Yeah,
nice.
I think this is my exit point, right?
He goes out, has himself a nice mask wearing cigar
Oh,
on the beach.
If you want to bake a fucking cocksucker, you're a fucking dick scene, smoke a cigar,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you look like a dickhead for sure. So he's out there, and while he's out there, Gabby pops up to have a little conversation with him. And he's like, what the fuck, you know? He's like, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck's going on here with my goddamn life and stuff. She's like, yeah, it's cool, no problem. Why don't we...
Your wife is already off the island.
Yeah,
so,
your wife's
all right?
gone.
So, yeah.
Let's party. Okay? That's what we're going to do. We're going to fix you.
At the end of this conversation, because she's like, we're going to find out that you're a real man. Because she's like, she made you into a baby. You're a child now.
Right. She basically,
You've been so
neutered
emasculated.
you.
Yep. And what's incredible is she says it's going to take more work to get you out of this, right?
Oh, yeah. And
Yeah.
like, then she leans, does she like lean forward and kiss him?
Yes.
And then it starts raining?
Yes.
And I was like,
Yes.
that's not the rainy season. That's the humidity caused by her arousal.
Oh, shit.
It was so sharp that it actually caused the clouds to burst.
Her pussy threw off the humidity level
Pussy weather, yeah.
of the entire island, Tim.
I forgot the humidity index. So, like, feels like pussy.
Feels like Mia Goth's pussy.
On the Mia Goth's pussy scale, I'd rate that a 5.
I'd rate that a Skarsgård. Bill? Nah, not Bill.
For real, next time I'm gonna fuck my wife up when she's like, "All right, who's your hall pass?" I'm like, Mia Goth.
Tim, you have a new hall pass because of this movie. So they go back to the villa, and she whips out like one of the Blair Witch dolls and a vial of ink. It looks like, and she's like, "All right, dude, you know how drugs are illegal here?" And he's like, "Yes." She's like, "Dude, we're gonna get fucked up."
No, she says this one is legal. It's the only one that's legal because it's for religious practices.
Right.
And Candice, maybe you can relate, but Eddie, what's the craziest fucking shit that you've done to get pussy?
Get married?
This. Oh shit! There goes our whole fucking YouTube goddamn thing. Now I'm gonna be doing it. Okay.
I'm kidding. I got pussy before I was married. Go on.
But this is one of those things. Like, what's the craziest thing you're going to do to get fucking laid?
That I've ever done to get laid?
Yeah.
Shit, that's a good question. You'll have to come back to me on that one. What about you, Candice? What's the craziest thing you ever did to get pussy? Oh, no, you liked Twilight.
No, but I didn't get laid, though.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
so it was a total failure.
That's even fucking worse. God damn.
I was really hoping you had forgotten that.
Yeah, that's right.
Nobody's gonna forget that shit. Come on.
I dated
it's like a number one fucking downloaded episode. So
I dated a chick that was like very religious, so I'd have to like put up with that shit.
Yeah.
With her whole fucking family going to church and shit.
But how long did that last?
Not long.
Yeah, I was like,
she was pulling one of those M moves, like, how am I going to really piss off dad? She's like, oh, that guy.
Oh shit! By banging Eddie. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Don't ever say that phrase again.
Yeah, I'd probably piss off. Yeah, a lot of dads, I guess, back then. So, what about you, Tim? What's the craziest thing you ever did for vagina?
Get married.
Damn.
Oh, well, we're gonna edit that shit out. Yeah. So.
Take my answer.
No, I have been put in some crazy fucking situation where like anybody with half a brain would have already got 3 hours ago would have gotten out of the situation, but yeah, I kept going.
Yeah, and that's what he does because she smears this weird paste on the branch, right? By the way, this is blasphemy, which they also said you can be executed for because this is some ceremonial drug.
No, it's their ceremony, so you can't be caught for blasphemy
don't
if
think
you're
that
doing their thing, right?
Tim,
I don't think this is what they were talking. I think
I
we're
don't
talking about
think
the natives having a religious ceremony.
I don't think the intention of their religious ceremony, Tim, is
Wait,
that
hold on. I'm rich and I'm white, so it's okay.
That's true.
Right?
They're
Yeah.
appropriating their culture.
Yeah, just by banging Mia Goth while her boyfriend watches and beats off.
Yeah, because this
God,
thing
with
is
that
a
big fucking face of his. God damn it! Yeah.
this drug, Mia Goth says, is a hallucinogen and an aphrodisiac.
Sign me the fuck up. Because the last time I took mushrooms, I ended up shitting my fucking bed. Okay?
Okay.
Skip ahead.
How long ago was that, Tim?
10 years ago?
You know, you think that sounds like like a long time, but
Yeah.
that makes you like 40.
Well, I mean, when you count how many times you shit in your bed, yeah. I mean, 10 years ago wasn't that long ago.
Like
yeah.
Obama was in office. And you
That's why I
shit the
did
bed.
it. Thanks, Obama.
Thanks, Obama.
Oh my God! It just said thanks, Obama. That's what it is.
I don't know. Like a lot of this looks good, because we just get this really fun orgy scene.
But you got to think if it goes wrong, if you go on a bad trip, you're fucking the thing that's giving you the bad trip. So that'd be like 10 times worse.
Well, that was Marilyn Manson's whole thing about how he wrote Sweet Dreams. Was some chick dosed him with LSD that he didn't know he got.
I also remember reading Marilyn Manson's fucking autobiography where he was underneath a table with his best friend while his grandfather came down and jerked off. His
train grandpa that liked trains too much. They were hiding. He would turn the train on and beat off.
Mm-hmm.
They just have this.
Like me and 4 other people read that fucking book. Yes.
Yeah, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, but I was just imagining that old man has trained himself to be aroused by trains.
It gets better because him and Marilyn Manson and his friend were down in his fucking grandfather's basement and they found all these greased up fucking lube dildos.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is this? And his grandfather came down, so they decided to hide underneath the table, okay?
Yep.
So this is before Pornhub came up with the whole suck thing. So Marilyn Manson and his friend were the first stuck fucking porn videos.
Stuck under the table watching his grandpa beat off.
Yep.
Yeah. So I guess he got dosed with LSD and ended up fucking the chick that he didn't want to fuck while Sweet Dreams was playing, and she kind of shifted into a demon
it's an
or whatever.
Orgy, man. It's an if you sign up for an orgy, you know what you're in for, right? You can't be disappointed when you look down oh shit, that's a chick. Oh shit, that's a dude, right? It's a fucking orgy.
But I'll tell you one thing I wouldn't be signing up for in an orgy, and that's weird oozy nipples.
Yes, I did get a little bit Danzig with this shit. Yes.
Yeah, they made me think of mushrooms. They look like the gnarled mushrooms that you find in old forests and shit.
Hold on, Candice, let me tell you this. I will tell you this 100%. I will not eat a fucking mushroom to save my fucking life. Tell me it's fucking gonna put me on a trip, I'll suck that tit. Yeah, that's right. I'll fucking eat that. I'll eat that fucking cap and that stem off a tip.
Tim, and then shit your pants.
Tim, you don't eat edible mushrooms. You only eat hallucinogenic.
True, that's right. Yes.
Wow. Okay.
When a mushroom's gonna be fucking free
to
sell in
if you told me this peanut butter was gonna get me high, I'd probably choke it down.
Right.
Candice, I hate fucking mushrooms. I have my whole life I've thought if I eat a mushroom, I'm gonna throw up. Somebody said, "Oh wait, this is gonna get you high." I'm like, give me 3.
That's fucking funny.
That's true. 100%. Guaranteed. Anything I can eat. Tell me pork is going to get me high. I'll eat that shit.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'll send you some dosed bacon then.
Some toast bacon.
Go ahead. I'll fucking put that on some fucking Caesar salad.
So, yeah, they have this big orgy scene. Then all of a sudden they're wearing the masks. Mia's walking around ass naked with blood, giving them the little 2 dashes
but
the
with
Ash
blood on their
Wednesday
masks.
For real,
blood.
please. Where has Mia Goth been hiding this ass this entire time?
You got me.
For real. This has to be a body double. This can't be. This is like Elkie Summers in fucking Wicker Man. This cannot be the same fucking ass that we've seen on this woman.
Yeah, you got me, buddy. So then we just cut to the next morning, and it's just this couple having breakfast.
They all look kind of hungover, though. They all look like they had a wild night.
And they're just chilling, like,
they come over.
This guy trying to cut into his fucking bacon, and then you just see this cherry pit fall in his plate. And we zoom over to the table of our running crew, and Skarsgård is just eating maraschino cherries, shirtless,
spitting the pits,
oh my god,
wearing the medal that they stole from the dude's house, spitting the fucking pits over at people that are trying to have breakfast.
This is like Elon Musk making me fucking see tweets from fucking Jordan Peterson, right?
Yep, exactly. Just rubbing it in their fucking nose. So one of the guys is like, hey, not for nothing, but we're going to need to go over to that detective. He's getting some injection.
Yeah. Well, no, he says that the reason that you're not getting your passport
is
confirmed
that guy. Yeah.
Is this guy. Yeah.
Yeah. But these idiots, again, all they understand is brute force. So we're going to go to
send a little message,
abduct him during his little operation, give him a little message.
He's getting glycerin put in his spine?
Yeah.
To keep him young, right?
They said he has some kind of degenerative disease and he has to have this regular treatment.
You got me. I don't know.
I don't know.
Look,
body horror.
They can create body doubles, man. I'm going with whatever they're talking about.
That's true.
Look, at this point we're in this movie, you're like, I buy in. Yeah, why not?
This is like if Wakanda went bad.
Oh God, yeah.
They were like, yeah, Wakanda. You know how they had vibranium and no one else did.
Yeah.
The black prostate. Yes.
He's waiting out in front of the place with a gun, right? Waiting for them to come out. While he's in there, fucking cop car comes rolling up on him. He freaks, dives out of the way. Right? Then cut to they come busting out of there with the dude, drag him over back to the resort, and they've got him like tied up with a hood on his head. Right.
Well, yeah, because they think that they're going after the cop who caught them.
Yeah.
For now on, whenever we see this cop, he's got a hood on his head.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they get James in there, and they're like, "All right, here's another bowl. We loaded you another bowl of the weird."
Yo, this guy is fucking sucking it up.
Yeah, and he's just getting high as shit, drooling, sweating, fucked up. So they're like, all right, so here's that sergeant guy, beat his ass. And he's like, all right, fuck that, I'll beat his ass. Walks over there, dumps booze on him, and just starts beating the dog shit out of this dude. Then
you get to the point in the fight where you piss on the motherfucker, right?
Yeah, insult to injury, pisses on his head. And they're all like, ah, ha, ha, ha. Yeah, they join in, they're pissing. Yeah, it's great. Good job,
it's
buddy.
on this like ugly ass expensive looking rug.
Yeah. It looks
I
like
was
that.
Glad.
That rug looks like that fucking.
Dude, that rug fucking tied the room together. Come on.
Nothing.
Also,
sorry, I got it. Come on, fuck you. I got it.
Also, I put in my notes here. How funny would it be if they grabbed the wrong guy?
Yeah.
Because his hood has not come off the entire time.
Funny enough. No, you know what? That rug looks like that shitty new fucking the 75-year anniversary Ferrari Xbox they're coming out with. That shitty striped, terrible color. Anyhow, they piss on him, beat the shit out of him. They're like, hey, you did it. Congratulations. Then Gabby comes over. She's like, yeah, check this out, dude. Take a look at what I got. Takes the hood off. It's another James.
Oh, God. Holy fucking shit. This is when the movie goes to a whole another level, right?
Yeah. James freaks out. He's like, nah, I'm sorry. I just beat the shit out of myself. I can't deal with this. Runs away. One of the fussiest runaways, too. Barefoot with his little hands out flailing about.
Yeah, I think this
funny.
is where I have in my notes. Well, I think they revealed they've all done this. This is like a hazing for them to be part of the group.
Yeah, so
yes, Candice, you're 100% right. This is the last test, right? If you're okay with this, you're in.
She's like, oh, come on, we've all done this. Come on. He runs away, locks himself in his room.
Yeah, his room, which I've didn't realize that he was still in this room that his wife is paying for.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's got to be a point at some point in the movie where he's flat ass broke.
That's what
Because,
I've
like,
written
his
down.
wife
I've
cuts him
written
off.
down already 6 pages ago. Who's paying for this? Why is she continuing to pay for this fucking shit that's going on? She's already left. Why continue to pay for this?
Maybe she put a charge back on her credit card for it, and they're just doing the investigation, so it takes like a little while.
Okay.
Oh.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
So this is like when you join the Patreon and like, oh wait a second, I don't want to listen to this shit. Like, fuck
Yeah,
you, we already got you
exactly.
for a month. Yeah.
Oh, we need to get one of those, like, those unsubscribe buttons that are like 8 frames away. And
Yeah,
What was the thing I fucking put out? Yeah, was
Yeah,
like
yeah,
fucking
with
Amazon,
your-
like Prime, like 16 fucking pages, like 8 times you have to say no to get on the fucking service.
that's how you
ridiculous.
get off of being our Patreon. That's
Exactly.
the only way we'll let you go.
Yeah.
I've been listening to my voice and your voice, Candice, enough to get off. Not
Sure-
not
sure
Eddie,
is.
because his voice like masturbating the sandpaper, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Apparently, I don't turn on Candace's husband, so which
Well, let me tell you this, Candice. I love your husband because he picked Eddie, not
Yeah,
me.
he
Yeah,
says,
that's what I love.
he says Eddie always takes shots.
I do.
Yeah, so that's why they have
Good
this.
point. Yeah.
It's like so much fun to pit them against each other,
Yeah.
and then just like send the text
Mhm.
messages back and forth.
Oh, it's always in good fun, though. He knows.
It is always in good fun, which we
I
have
mean,
so much fun.
From his perspective, I
That's
fucking
true.
hate
That's
the
why
guy.
you should Patreon us. Yes.
So he goes rushing back to the place, and he's looking out the window. He's like, "Fuck, what do I do?" And we just hear his running crew down there just fucking singing to him.
Yeah, they're like trying to woo him back.
Hey, come on, man. We're sorry we upset you. Come on. It's okay. He's like, no, fuck this noise. Goes into the bathroom. This motherfucker, Tim,
Oh shit! This part right here.
this whole time, he hid the fucking passport.
So he knew it was
this is
bullshit.
such a great
Yes.
fuck. This is such a great. This is one of the most pivotal moments of the fucking movie.
Because
Where he hid the fucking passport underneath
Right.
the sink.
He
So
wanted to stay.
Yeah.
exactly. And now for them, they legitimately thought he lost his
Why
passport.
wouldn't you want to stay? This is a place where you have your power, so you have your fucking wife cuckle you, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and also on top of that, he knew they were full of shit when they were like, this detective's the one that's not letting you get your passport.
Right.
He knew that he was abducting an
Mhm.
innocent man.
Yes. 100%.
But why
This
not?
is-
I got the bank account. My bitch is fucking paying for it, so
Yeah.
keep going,
I
right?
get a fuck Mia Goth. Fuck it. So at this point, he's like, nah, you know what? It might be too much. So Mia Goth's pounding on the door. She's like, oh, come on, quit being a baby, man. We all did this. Come on. He's like, fuck that noise. Next morning, sneaks out. By the way, what was up with the weird big square hats on the Hasidic
Oh,
Jews
I
there?
saw that at the airport. Yeah.
That
I
was
like,
fucking
huh.
weird.
Maybe that's a local thing.
I
Like, if you're a
guess.
Hasidic Jew, you got to put a box on your head.
I guess. I don't remember. It was fucking weird, though. So he loads up into the shuttle. He's like, fuck this. I'm out of here. Peace. Starts driving away. Who comes pulling up beside him in that blue convertible, Tim?
It's Mia Goth.
It's a real National Lampoon's Vacation with the hot chick in the car
Oh,
next to
man.
And
him.
here we go, because she has a real fucking accent at this point, right?
Oh, yeah. Now she's not even fucking around anymore.
Extra fucking sexy. God damn, whatever the fucking accent is, god damn, it works.
She whips out a fucking piece and just shoots the bus.
Yeah, she's like, when they first pull up, she's like laughing, being like, hey, James. And it's like, hey, loser, get in. We're going to a drug-fueled orgy and crime spree.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, stop the bus.
And then
Come
he
on, what the
ignores
fuck?
them. He ignores them, and the bus pulls ahead of them. And then they come zooming back up, and that's when she has the gun and just starts unloading it into the bus.
Yeah.
God damn.
So then they pit
God
maneuver the
damn.
bus. So it's stuck and they're blocking the road with their two cars.
And the whole time, there's
Yep.
innocent people on this bus.
They don't give a fuck. They could just pay for another
Well,
double.
hold on, because I think at this point we only see him and the bus driver.
No, there's
At
other
this
people
point,
in the bus.
when they pull over the bus, I think we're only seeing him and the bus driver.
No, there's other
You
people
saw other
in the
people
bus.
getting off.
I'm
Yeah.
looking. I'm watching it right now. There's like 5 other people in there. It's mostly empty. But she yells, "All right, everybody, get out of the bus!"
Yes.
And we just want
Oh,
James.
It's no. This
Well,
is
no, I
I've
think
read.
she says is like turn him over, or we're going to kill everybody in
Yeah,
the
or I'm coming
bus.
in
Yeah.
shooting.
Well, this is what she says, and it's such a good burn. She says he's a spineless worm and a bedwetter, and he'd sell his mother for horse meat to save himself. I was
Which
like,
is
wow,
true.
she really has a way with words.
Damn, yeah.
Oh, and if that
Not
wasn't
one
bad
single
enough,
curse word in there, and that was the biggest burn.
just dressing him down. And if that's not bad enough, the march they make him take back to the resort.
Oh man.
He's
You
just
want to talk about emasculating someone.
because he's just dissociated, like walking, fucked up, staring at the
In
ground,
front of this convertible,
doing the
yes.
Charlie
They
Brown
talk
walk.
shit about his book and his writing career.
She
Oh my no!
fucking
She's like, oh no, hold on, because I have written down the only time he reacts in this entire fucking movie with any real emotion is when she says, "I never read your book."
yeah. I
That's
just
the only time he reacts with real fucking emotion.
yeah. She's like, I never read that fucking book. I just saw that you were an author, and I
She's like,
looked
And
"Do
then,
you
you
have
at
up.
this
any
point, I'm gonna say, look, if you never listen to my podcast where you jerk me off in the jungle, okay.
Well, yeah, this is, and she also says, it took me so long to actually find information on you. That's how obscure of a writer you are.
Oh
Like,
gosh, she's fucking
damn.
cutting his balls off. Yes.
And then the worst fucking part of it.
She starts reading a bad review of this
Oh
book.
my god, God.
Oh, it
Damn
hurt
it.
me. Man, if I had balls, they would have been in my throat.
And it is
Yeah.
Ugh.
such a
You
well-written
know what we should do? We
bad
should find the
review.
worst review for our podcast and read it on the next episode. See what that makes everybody feel like.
While we're
It's-
being berated and paraded around.
I don't think
Hey,
we
fucking
have.
Yobo. God damn it.
I gotta look up the quote from the review because it's so bad. It's all like this, first effort from this fucking new writer who
He doesn't have talent.
yeah, he's got no talent. He tries to make up for it with a vocabulary he has
Yep.
no command over.
He's
And
trying to
it-
flourish his language to cover up the fact that he has no talent, yes.
And I'm just immediately and literally in the review, it's also like, and also his wife, her dad is a publisher, so that's probably why he got it from nepotism.
Yep.
And I'm
yep.
like, Brandon Cronenberg just got
So
some
yeah,
bad
so exactly.
review.
So the first book was only done because he married this rich girl,
Yeah.
right? And he only published book is because he married this rich girl, and her father's like, "All right, I have to put out his first book," but he got such bad reviews. So not even with a fucking stepfather, fucking publisher, can you get a fucking book out.
And you just know that Brandon Cronenberg found some dickhead's review of antiviral
Oh, yeah.
And said the only reason this movie got made
is because
because
he's
his
a
father's David Cronenberg.
Yeah.
I'm really curious what David Cronenberg's take is on this movie.
He's probably jealous
you
of how
think-
much it made.
There has to be something on the internet, some blurb, right?
I don't know.
I'm sure there's
Do you think
something.
like it would I don't know, do you think that'd be like too private to like watch your son's movies?
No, I don't
He's
think
obviously
so.
watched his dad's movies, right?
I mean, who hasn't? Right.
Yeah.
It's
He
So
goes
hold
over
on,
to a friend's
Candice,
house.
if your son grew up to be a fucking director and he directed a movie about his mom growing up and doing a fucking podcast, you wouldn't watch that movie?
Oh, I don't think I would want to see how I was portrayed. No. No.
Like, I'm turning on Jason X. Fuck that shit.
It's like that.
I was good in that. And then fucking Nightbreed. Yeah, that was it.
It's like that Always Sunny in Philadelphia episode where they're all telling their version of the same story that occurred. And in the
I was
one,
making fucking
Peas and
funny in
ostrich.
Philadelphia
Yeah.
joke. I've never seen that fucking 2 episodes of that.
and
goddamn
yeah,
show.
the one D is just literally an ostrich.
He's like,
God, shut up, D. That's just that with you though, Candy. That's his movie. Oh man. So yeah, then she spills her wine. So she's like, "Oh, hold up, everybody! God damn it, I dropped my." Oh, and she's got a bucket of chicken too. Love that. Hold up, I
Yeah.
dropped my wine. He wrestles with her for a second, knocks the gun loose from her, starts running away, and she just starts firing off fucking pot shots just at nothing. Just pow, pow, pow.
God is fucking ass
Wings
too,
him
right?
with one, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Clips him right in the leg. When he goes wandering off down this field, he sees this barn. He stumbles toward it, and you see there's some kids out there, hanging up laundry, and he just passes the fuck out. Comes to inside of the house, and he's in this bed, and look, it looks cozy. It doesn't look 4 stars, but it looks cozy.
California King, yeah.
It's habitable.
Yeah. And he wakes up, looks over, and the little boy that killed his fucking double.
Oh my God! When this fucking kid walks into the room, you're like, "Oh shit!" Because does this kid know what the difference is?
Yeah, good question. Does it matter? I mean,
yeah,
he's still pissed. Goes walking over to him, just grabs him by the face, and there starts choking him. He reaches up, grabs the kid by the face, starts ripping the kid's face in half. Sees his wife M, and then all the fucking orgy people circling around with different masks on, just like white masks that look like fucked up stormtrooper masks.
At this point, you know what? In for a penny, in for a pound, right? If you're in an orgy and this shit's going on, you got to be the fucking guy who taps out.
Yeah, because we're just going back to that orgy scene, except with bodies, and including his own head getting ripped in half.
Yep. It's glorious.
Yeah, and it flashes back to the fucking the him hitting the guy, and then he just wakes up, and he's back in that house again. It was all a nightmare. Gets up, stumbles out of the barn. It's nighttime. Floodlights come on. It's all of his buddies, the rich people.
Oh yeah, they're so happy to see him.
This is so fucking great.
They're like, dude, no,
holy
it's okay.
Fuck.
It's okay. Yeah. And her husband, Mia Goth's husband, walks up with a cane because he got winged, and he's like, "It's okay. Hold on, it's gonna be all right."
So did he get winged in real life, or is this a duplicate who got winged? That's the thing.
That's a good, good question. So then he's like, we gotta get you through this. We've all been through it. It's okay, So then Mia Goth's like, all right, get the dog. And you're like, what the fuck is the dog?
Oh man, I was about to be so pissed at you, Eddie, because you had seen this movie before, and if a dog had got hurt in this movie, I was about to be mad.
I was waiting fucking Jet Li to show up.
Yeah, Jet Li shows up. No, they just took the one of the duplicates of him, and they've been feeding it this aphrodisiac fucking hallucinogen.
Yeah, it's
God damn it! I've written down like 3 red lines right now. Okay, finger up my ass.
Fingering your own ass. So now,
which I've written down as try that later.
So they hand him a knife, and they're like, all right,
kill the dog. Yeah,
all right, Ego, go kill Id. And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not a big Freud fan. So he throws the knife down. He's like, I'm not gonna fucking kill me. That's fucked up. Why would I do that? Chucks the knife to the side. He's like, I'm not gonna fucking do that. And Mia Goth's like, all right, cool. Hey dog, get him. Oh, when he throws the knife, though,
he starts wrestling with his naked self.
I do like that he does yell "fetch" when he throws the knife. That's pretty funny.
I did like that.
But no, so he starts just wrestling with his naked, just pure primal version.
What I have written down is the 2 best things that you can do, possibly in a fight. If you're fighting a dog or somebody who's like you as a dog, stick your finger up their ass.
He's already naked.
Yeah, that's it. Extra easy. That's right. You're getting some shit on your finger, but guess what? You're surviving.
Plus, it's your own shit, so it doesn't matter.
That's right. Yeah.
You can't get sick and give yourself.
You're pushing your own shit in, so that's not gay, right?
No, Tim. I mean, you can't get.
Just making sure.
Is he going to get sick and give himself something he already doesn't have? Like that doesn't make. He's not going to get hepatitis, right?
My note says, just say fuck it, live on welfare, and play all the video games you want.
Yeah.
Hold on, maybe, hold on. Maybe this is where he gets rabies.
Oh, and then it's Rabid, a sequel to his father's movie.
Oh, shit, it's a Secret Rabid film.
Secret Rabid, yeah. Oh, I do like that Mia Goth, like, earlier, she's like, we could just take your clone and both of you fuck me. I haven't done that yet.
Oh, my God. All right, here's a question, for real.
Okay.
Oh God.
This movie is so good because it makes you think about so many different questions.
Okay.
Right? But when
Can
she
I
says,
pause for 1 second?
go ahead.
A lot of times when people see these artful movies and they're like, wow, it really makes you think about things. It comes up
Oh,
with
wait a
like,
second. Are we going to secret Noxy?
no.
Okay.
People think about like, oh, there's all sorts of interesting like moral implications or philosophical questions about what really makes us a man, that kind of stuff. You know, what is the difference between the individual and is he just an accumulation of his experiences?
Is your consciousness linked to your physical body?
Right. So
Striking vipers, right?
so Tim
Striking
Yobo,
vipers, yeah.
Tim Yobo had a similar event when he watched this. He came up with a question, Tim.
My question is, what do you do in a situation like that? That's good. That's like a once in a lifetime experience, right?
Wrestling
What
yourself naked?
No, having a threesome with Mia Goth
having
with
a
your phone.
threesome with, let's say whoever it is. Let's say it's Mia Goth. Let's say it's Scarlett Johansson. Whoever it is, your wife, your
Anybody
husband,
that's
whatever.
not your wife, yeah.
But do you turn down that situation?
Like, would you turn down sex with the hottest person you could imagine if it had to involve a clone of yourself?
Yes. Candice, if you had Jean-Claude Van Damme splitting
In his
and his
prime.
hard cock is pointing straight up or straight down, however you want that split to go. Do you like, yes, okay, you know what?
No, but this is
I suck my own tits
this
for that.
is
Come on.
we're talking about a blood sport, JCVD, not today.
Yeah. You know, I'd still take today.
Yeah.
I'm older now, you know.
So you would, Candice. You and
Yeah,
because
I think I
never
would.
forget the craziest tattoo that I ever saw when I was working down the village was a guy with a mohawk that had a tattoo of himself fucking himself on his arm. Yes. Same color mohawk. So this must have been brand fucking new. He didn't change the color of his mohawk. It was a mohawk and it was fucking red, yellow, and green. And the fucking guy that was fucking each other up the ass was a guy with a mohawk with red, yellow, and green mohawk. So
there's from one of my gay friends a long time ago told me that there's a thing in the gay community where you because your attraction is the same gender as yourself, oftentimes people will project the same attractiveness image that they're looking for. So he's like talked about how many times he's dated dudes that just look like him.
Well, that leads me to a question. If you had to go gay for a day,
yeah,
would you fuck somebody who was exactly like you or somebody completely different than you?
No, I'm fucking you.
Oh, wait. Oh, no.
Tim, I'm gonna
fucking... There's no way. Nope. Hold on.
I'm fucking you, Tim.
Can be together in the same fucking room without the world's exploding.
I was like, no, I'd fuck me because I know how good I am in bed.
Shit, I should have said that.
No, I'm fucking you, Tim. If I have to be gay for a day, I'm gonna fly out to New York. I'm fucking you.
As long as I shut up, yes.
Yeah, you don't have a choice. So no. So he wrestles with his fucking dog and just beats its face to a mush.
To pulp.
I wanted to see something pretty destroyed. Yes.
Wanted to destroy something beautiful. Yes. And then Mia Goth's like, oh, good job. Have some titty.
Okay, here's my red ink joke. Mama Mia broth.
Mama Mia broth. Ew. Okay. I was like, oh boy, erotic lactation.
Yep, we have erotic comfort lactation.
Yeah, that's right. You pay $10. Come on.
See, because he was reborn, right? So now he's a baby. So he's got to suck on a titty. Then, we just cut to the next day. He's back at the resort, calling up M. Sorry, sweetie. Found my passport. I'm hopping on the next shuttle. I'll be headed home, sweetie.
I guess she's okay with that.
Yeah. He's limping around. He's got a big cut on his cheek, and then he just grabs his 3 urns. Now there's 3 because of the dog. I guess they brought the dog back to have it cremated. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. I didn't know what that third one was for.
Well, it's supposed to be for the dog, I assume, right?
Yeah, but the other double that he killed, he never got an urn for. The one that he didn't know was his double. Yeah.
Oh no, I don't think he killed that one. I think that one
it's the same
was
one.
The dog. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So then he just loads up into the shuttle, and everybody's like not wearing makeup, dressed down, just like
Oh my god, this is
chatting it
so
up,
incredible. Because everybody looks so fucking played down.
just
This
Yeah,
normal.
because
entire fucking
they're
scene.
just like
Yeah.
totally normal people
Yeah, and he's like,
that are just
well,
traveling and they're
Not even
tired.
normal people. Like people like I wouldn't fuck that bitch.
yeah. Mia Goth looks like a pig now. I wouldn't touch her with Tim's day.
No, I'm not saying that.
That's what Tim's saying.
No,
Don't
hold
go
on.
crazy.
The scene, hold on, let's see. The scene when she's on the car, there's an upshot of her where
Oh, there's
on
a
the
lot
car
of
she
upshots
looks
to her.
so fucking British. It's not even fucking funny.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I mean that's an insult or not, but figure that shit out.
Well, you're being complimentary, but you are specifying
Yeah,
it's
she looks real bangers.
because of her
Eggs and bangers, whatever they call it.
bangers and mash, Tim. But
Yeah, that's
eggs
whatever.
and banger. Okay, so
Not close enough.
yeah, then her husband's just like, well, as soon as I get back, I got to get right back to work. And she's like, yeah, I'm going to be bored.
Yeah.
Guess I'll just reorganize the house.
Did you tell the house sitter that we're going to be back on Thursday and she should leave the key underneath the mat? Yeah, I told her. Yeah.
Just like,
just the
mundane shit.
conversation.
and he's in the back just looking, just like, what the
Which,
fuck?
by the way, I would love to be a fucking house sitter for Mia Goth and her fucking husband's house, right?
Can you imagine the
That's
drugs
just
they
gotta
have
be
there?
crazy.
Oh yeah.
Sex swings are in every fucking room.
Yeah. So he's up on the thing. He looks down at his passport and his little boarding pass for the flight, and then it just cuts back to the resort, just being pounded by the fucking rain, right? Because now it's the rainy season.
Mm-hmm.
We just see like
tourist season is over. That's it. The only people who are left on this place are the fucking
people
real
who
people,
were
right?
born here.
Yep. And we just see outside where all the little huts are and the little awnings and coverings and the Barca loungers, and there's our hero James just sitting in the rain staring off into the distance, and then we get credits.
God damn, what a fucking movie. God damn, this is one of the top 10 movies I've seen in the last like 10 years.
Okay, so I want everybody's theory on the meaning of that ending, and I'm going to start with Candice.
I thought that they were saying that he was one of the duplicates. That like he was staying there because he was born there.
Okay. I like that. Tim, what about you, buddy? Got anything?
I think it was that he finally found the one place that he could be happy. Kind of like Midsummer, the way that it ends, where the only time that she's finally happy or he's happy is being in this place where, you know, it doesn't matter what I do, I'm going to get away with it.
So here's my theory. What if, and this isn't what I believe, but this is funny. What if he went and got another clone made? He's like, listen, you go back to home and get married to that bitch. Just stick it out with her. I'm going to stay on the island because I like it here. Just send me money.
Yeah, because the one thing I have a problem with is like, who's paying for this, right? Because if he stays on the island, he can't pay anymore. What does he do?
I guess he just becomes a local, like Candice was saying, because he was born here, right?
Yeah, he's basically a local.
Yeah.
So wait, he's Jack Nicholson at the end of The Shining?
Yeah, he's always been there, Tim. Yeah. That's what's fun about this.
This is why this is a great fucking movie, because you can watch it. We have 3 different people watching this fucking movie, okay?
Yeah.
Different fucking levels of being stoned and wasted and straight. And we have 3 different fucking opinions of what this movie means.
Yeah. Because Eddie seemed to see a lot of overtones of criticisms towards art and nepotism and stuff like that. And what I really picked up on it was more ethical dilemmas. Like it was more
I
like
hope my wife is listening, but what I picked up on is I would get jerked off by Mia Goth on the fucking beach if I was on vacation.
I mean, if I'm being honest, yeah, definitely I saw the criticisms about the nepotism and you know, Brandon trying to kind of strike out on his own and maybe even be a little autobiographical about that, you know. Like that's
which I bet you his father was 100% on board for it, right?
I'm sure. But if we're talking about like aside from that subtext, I think it's really more about like this is a guy who kind of went with the flow with his wife, and then he also then runs into the manic.
Plus, you don't think that 10 years of being married, that's the first time that she's fucking cut his balls out from underneath
Oh
him with
yeah, of
like,
course not.
well, the only reason I married him is because he's a
Yeah.
fucking loser fucking author.
No, that's their running gag together. And then what happens? He runs into the trope of the manic pixie dream girl in Mia Goth, who I'm going
Is
to
she
show
a
you
pixie
this.
though in this movie?
No, that's a trope in movies where some schlubby guy meets some alternative type girl that
I don't think
introduces
Alexander
him.
Skarsgård's a schlubby guy.
No.
Yes,
But
yes,
what I'm saying
yes,
is,
that's right. If I look like Alexander Skarsgård, I'm gonna tell my wife, "You better worry."
no, what I'm saying is, so he meets the free spirit who's like, let's figure out who you really are. But then by
Yeah.
the end, maybe he figured out, because she floats the whole like, hey, we'll see you here next year thing, right?
Yep.
Then I think he maybe, by killing the representation of the id with the dog, he's become a complete person. He's like, you know what? I also don't need you changing me and controlling me.
Or does she mean by see you next year with like, hey, you've been here all this time. You're just part of the fucking attraction, right?
Well, to
You're part of
them,
the
yeah.
fucking. You're part of the fucking party.
And
You're the guy who comes here to fucking entertain us.
And another,
because at one point she said your whole job here has been to entertain us, right?
Yep. Yeah. So next year she's
so fucking good of a movie.
And
watch this fucking movie.
I'll float a last little one out here for you too.
Okay.
Maybe the fences and the razor wire and the electrified gates were meant to keep the locals safe from the tourists.
Oh shit!
Oh, that's right.
Because look at who's actually doing shit.
No, hold on. They don't face any penalty for going in and out, right?
Yeah, I mean that might have been the original
and it's part
intent.
of the economy of this island. We're going to find out,
Right.
right?
I'm just saying that metaphorically, I could look at it that way. Plus, if you look at like who's the only people that really did anything rotten, evil, or harmful.
And who the only people are going to keep coming back and back and back and back and back, back, right?
Exactly. So yeah, I think that's it, guys. I think that's Infinity Pool. Go watch it. Come up with your own theories.
God damn, watch this fucking movie
and talk to Candice about it.
It's such an incredible movie. I cannot recommend this movie goddamn enough.
Well, I'm glad you liked it, Tim. I'm with you guys. I fucking loved it. I've just been looking for an excuse, and it tangentially fits in as a folk horror, but I don't know.
No, it doesn't. But it's good.
It doesn't matter. I didn't feel particularly strongly about any other folk horror movie, so I was like,
yeah. I was on the fence about a bunch of them, and then I was like, fuck, Infinity Pool, technically. Plus, I couldn't think of another reason to watch it, another theme. And as we know, we don't really have any other themes coming up that it would fit in. Next month, we've got our just big, dumb action fucking movies.
Which is going to be fucking jam loaded with movies from what I've read in our Discord chats, right?
Fantastic. Yep. I mean, I'll call out one of them that we definitely have planned is that Bobby's going to be joining to talk about Dread, which would have been one of my fucking picks.
Frank Stallone and fucking whatever that cocksucker fucking idiot comedian guy is, yeah.
No, not that one, Tim. Tim, do not watch that one.
Dread.
Sorry.
But
you know, I like to watch the wrong movies. So.
Yeah, that's Tim's move. No, man. So I mean, there's so many good ones. You got Shoot 'Em Up. You've got Guns Akimbo. You've got.
We already did Shoot 'Em Up.
It's really hard to narrow it down.
We already did the Crank movies, but every time I mention it, you keep bringing up the Crank movies, Tim.
That's a great fucking action movie. Crank 2 is one of my fucking top 10 action movies of all time.
It's so funny. I was talking to my wife about another thing because the ending of Crank is that he's dead, but he gets back up. Right? He just falls down dead.
He's on fire. Yeah. Oh, that's Crank 2.
Crank 1, right? I was just remembering Crank 2 beginning literally.
With them picking him up with a shovel, which is so incredible because, that guy got fucking blown up so much, you're going to pick his body up with a shovel, and then here we see it.
He fell out of a helicopter and smashed on the ground, and then they Looney Tunes him up with a fucking snow shovel. So good. But yeah, so if you have any suggestions for big dumb action movies,
and how about let's have a contest. Let's see who votes. Nope. Let's see at the end of this action movie. Let's see which movie picks as the winner for best action
which is the best big dumb action movie. I'm with you on that one.
I'm gonna win. I picked my movie already. I'm gonna win.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. See, fuck you all.
Good,
that's right.
It's not that good.
So stay tuned for that one. But in the meantime, Candice, is there anything you want people to pay attention to on the internet?
Nope, just the normal stuff for now.
Yes.
At HorrorHoochie69 on Instagram and Twitter. But By the
But
time we record another episode, I'm going to have recorded an episode with the Grind Bin.
oh, nice.
The little
But which will be out
Patreon.
first?
The little Patreon poll that everybody voted on, those were my picks. All of them.
What? Oh, see,
Yep.
that's fucking bullshit, man. They gotta tell us who's
No matter
fucking
what.
picking these movies.
You didn't think it was weird that it was all Fulci movies and like one Bava movie?
Wait, which one did I pick? I can't remember. What were the
The
choices?
New York Ripper one.
Ah.
So that's what we're going to be covering on the Grind
That's the
Bin.
one that won? We already did that
Yes.
shit. Come on, Candice.
Fantastic. You've already got your notes for it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Ready to go.
It's
So,
just a mic.
check out at HorrorHoochie69
right
on
now. No.
Twitter.
Forget that shit. That shit ain't happening.
at Yobo Gold on Twitter, or at Eddie the Axe, or at Bloody Bits on Twitter. Tim, what about you, buddy?
Just same thing. I'm sure I'm going to be on the Grind Bin, the Mini Bin, or the Mustachio Podcastio. Maybe even Vaughn's podcast, because who knows what can
Hey,
happen.
look at that.
But definitely join our Patreon for at least what, like $3 a month, get you access. $10 a month, get you everything that you can fucking need. And if you can't, give us a 4-star review, 5-star review, whatever. Just to give us you know what? Hold on. If you can't give us a 5-star review, give us a 1-star review, because those work out good for us, right?
Yeah. Give us a 1-star review, but put something funny on it.
Yeah,
be clever.
My name is Donald Trump, and I don't like the podcast, so I give a 1-star review.
Hey,
That's good for us,
hey,
right?
I'm Tim's buddy Vols, and my name rhymes with balls, and I don't like it because of the politics.
Yes, my name is Buzzy. Yes.
My nuts are fuzzy.
Bingo. Yes. See, look at all the fucking reviews that we got. Half of them have got crazy ass names.
Oh, I know. Fucking people on the internet are insane. But yeah, if you want to get access to our bonus episode, which is coming out today, actually, well, came out Sunday.
Yeah,
actually.
finally. Holy shit.
Where we talk
our annual
about
bonus episode.
Where Tim talks about his favorite ghost hunting show of all time.
Oh my God.
Ghosts in the Hood, which is fantastic. You can get access to that at patreon.com.
But you know, by the way, this doesn't work because Asha already gave us a fucking shout out on her podcast, which happened last week. So by the time this shit comes out, this is old already, right?
That's fine.
It'll jog a memory, maybe.
Yeah, you know what? People will be like, hey, yeah, that thing. Now I remember it. And they'll go check it out.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. So you can get that at patreon.com/bloodybits, where you can get access to that as well as the blood bank with now. Tim, you want to take a guess how many are in the blood bank?
I'm going to say, okay, let's see which one's the closest, Canada. I'm going to say 6,537 movies.
6537, Candice.
Don't fucking price it right me. Come on, don't say.
Okay, I'm going to say 6969.
6969. You
69.
you both lost.
Oh, what is it?
Who's the closest?
Because you both it's Price is Right's closest without going over.
Oh,
who won?
Fuck. So we overestimated our own fucking server. Okay.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to
good.
update to give me a more up-to-date read on how many it is exactly. But at this moment, it stands at 6,111.
Fuck.
That's a lot.
Including
That's a lot
TV
of fucking
shows?
movies.
Mm-hmm. You want to know some of the more recent ones that have been added?
Yes,
Do
please.
tell.
Yeah, well, we've got, speaking of dogs, there's one called Like Dogs. A behavioral experiment treating humans like animals goes awry when a university student manipulates the research with deadly results.
So wait, so everybody's either licking their balls or doing doggy style. Okay,
Oh,
next.
yeah.
Yeah, they're all licking up fucking liverwurst off of somebody's ball bag.
Oh man, you want to drive your dog crazy? Put some liverwurst on his balls.
I'll give
See
you,
what happens.
Tim, I'll give you another good one. 1988 Dead Heat with Treat Williams
Oh,
and Joe
shit.
Piscopo.
Oh,
It's a treat.
Well, that's topical. Yes, that's right. Yes, it's a treat.
Also
But
got
R.I.P.
Price.
Mr. Treat Williams.
Yeah.
what's the name of the movie?
Dead
Dead
Heat?
Heat.
Oh, okay.
Treat Williams and
Topical,
Joe
yes.
Piscopo. So
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
I guess he won the Dead Heat, right? Treat Williams.
I mean, Piscopo doesn't win anything. So yeah, absolutely.
I mean, he's still going, so.
His son's a cool
And
guy.
by the way, he showed up in an episode of Law and Order SVU as a Frank Sinatra impersonator who maybe raped an old lady.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's right.
Crazy. And for the last one, we'll go with Angels Hard as They Come.
Ooh,
That's
that
a
sounds like sexy.
classic, Tim.
Yeah.
What year did that come out?
1971. It's got
Oh, damn. There you go.
Busting those nuts and fucking Michael. Come on.
yeah, it's got Scott Glenn is in it. Looks like Gary Littlejohn. Gary Busey's in it. Oh boy.
Oh,
shit.
God.
Oh.
No.
It's a grime bin pick.
Oh yeah, sex, violence, and bikers in an action-filled ride. In this film, produced and co-written by Jonathan Demme.
What?
Co-written by Jonathan Demme.
I don't know who the
Silence of
fuck
the
that is.
Lambs? Wow. You don't know who that is?
No.
Oh, God, Candice. Come on.
So you can get access to that at patreon.com/bloodybits. And join us again next week when we start with Big Dumb Action Movie Month for all
Do
of
we
July.
tease what the next movie is or not? Or we have to
Just
tune
said
in?
it.
No, we didn't.
No, he said big action movies. He didn't
Yeah,
say
and
what
then
was going to be the first
said-
movie.
No. Dread's going to be toward the end of the month.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
Yeah.
okay.
No, hey, you know what? Let's go with Tim's pick first then, since he's such a big
Ooh.
fucking...
No, hold on. That's not fair.
No.
They go first in the fucking Olympics. Nobody gets a 10 when they're going first, right?
They do if they stick the landing, Tim. What you got?
No. So,
Tim?
the best I'm going to get with this movie is a 9.9, even though it deserves a fucking 11. Come on. I picked the best movie. We all know that. Come on.
Well, then what is it? What is it, Tim?
I don't want to tease it. You have to listen to the show to see
know
what the best
it
movie is going to
Okay,
be.
okay. I know what it is. So, Tim, more bangable, Mia Goth or the lead in that movie?
Oh, you motherfucker. God, you go from one extreme to the other, right?
Wow. That's something I'd really like to...
I'll just say this. Mia Goth can give me a hand job with both arms.
Okay.
That's someone I'd really like to witness me.
Candice, what about you? Skarsgård or the male lead of that movie?
Oh, Skarsgård.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, yeah, well, hands down.
Candice likes talking while it's going on. Yeah, that's right.
Good point. So, for me, Tim, and Candice, I think that this is how we end it.
Watch next week.
Goodbye. Stay chrome.